Okay. Have everything ready? Okay, let's get ready. Alright, let's begin. In 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone, and welcome to another Gozi-san on the decks with your host, Gozi-san.
Arknights.
And today we are going to play more Arknights Endfield today. Today for Arknights Endfield, we'll be watching a delayed stream of the
did I bother you
version
with my whistling?
1.5 dev stream.
No? That's a relief
Can't
to
wait
hear.
to actually watch it.
What is the name of this piece? It's untitled. Just an improv piece I came up with in my spare
But
time.
in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of Annihilation, just to start things off. So what I'm going to do, just gonna quickly run through my dailies, complete the this season's Annihilation stage, so I can unlock the auto unlock. I'm 398 in the hole. I just need to kill another 2 more because I let leak a couple of them after the Burden Beast decided to, you know, take up all the block that Thorns had. So gonna fix that as part of this stream. And then after we finish the Annihilation,
If only I could have stayed longer.
then we will be moving on into the next thing, which is the version 1.5 dev stream. So hopefully you will be able to get it there.
Sometimes you call
until
to
we do
me
this.
without giving an order. What does it mean?
What does it mean? Okay, so I think I still have a bunch of people that still needs resting. Yes, there is.
Doctor, where did my luggage go?
Yeah, Cambodia is one.
You didn't hide, did you?
Yeah, okay, everyone needs resting.
Just messing with you. I ain't got no luggage.
Would I? No, I can't really swarm around just yet. It's fine, that's fine. Should be okay. Alright, cool, excellent. And we'll just... No. We'll get gold. From the gold factory. Gold from the gold factory, how quaint. That's how we do. That's how we do things. Okay, and then the clues. Okay. 3. Anything to send out? God. Holy Mary Mother of clue 3s, man. What the hell is going on? Why? Why is it all clue 3s? Why? I don't get it. The clue 3's bonanza, man. This is crazy. Oh my goodness. Jeez Louise. Okay, yeah, should be done. Let's keep it going. Okay, next stop. Missions, do that. Good. Nice. Nah, we'll ignore store. Stronghold Protocol Alliance. I'll probably go for another round of this later. This one... still got Cork Stoppers to buy out. No need to add. I'll get the steel. And I'll put in a couple of hits into LMD. Okay, excellent. Alright, Stronghold Protocol Alliance. Let's just grab this Scorching Workshop and go is the main thing. Okay, so what do we want to do? Okay, so a couple of things I want to do with this particular change is right now I need to figure out a way to attack the top right side a bit more consistently. I noticed that there's no real enemies coming in from the top right, so I'd probably move Typhon out of the way, purely because Typhon doesn't actually do much in the grand scheme of things. I will... Typhon. Hey, we're gonna do Typhon later. And then what we're gonna do is we can just put up... We want to put up one blocker, which is able to sort of supplement the damage. So any sort of Centurion will do. Either that, or we can, you know, go a little bit crazy and, you know what, let's use Pei. Why not? Let's use Pei. Or we can go with someone who can lane hold a little bit more. So we could do S2 Blaze or... one deuce Gavial. Gavial could be okay as well. We could also run Hodor. Hodor is not bad. That's fine. Anything will do. Okay. You know what? Let's. You know what? Let's go a bit crazy. Pei. Why the heck not?
With lightning and taboo, my hammer will rebuke the intruders and their greed.
And Ifrit, let's move it out because the last time I put her in, she didn't really do much. I think we can put in some sort of supporter. As Ginny, as extra damage. Okay, so more chain damage. Okay, that's fine. I want maybe put in someone who can handle the fort a little better. I don't mind putting S2 Suzerain just for kicks. I don't mind that. Yeah. Okay, I think that looks good. Let's roll. Okay. So, Scorching Workshop.
Let's see. Which insect is falling
Hold
into
on.
my trap?
Just a quick hit. I want to do...
There was an oversight in your command, exacerbated by my improper execution. We should both reflect upon this after we return.
One thing I do need to do is I need to change the volume options of the game. Okay, that should be better. I'll put the music out a little bit out there. Okay, that should be easy on the ears for me. Let's keep it going. Yeah, let's get the Scorching Workshop done. Let's get back in there. So let's go through this.
绿豆汤已经炖上了，
I'm
想
gonna
喝粒粒分明的，还是颗颗开花
shoot
的，
in first,
就看你回来的速度了。
and then I'm going to put Myrtle here.
みんな、助けに来たよ。うわ、見ちゃうところだった。みんな、こっち来て。Illusion and intimidation are my
Okay,
tactics
yep.
too.
Let's speed things up because we don't really need to wait around, I guess.
本気で行くよ。
Okay, so for this, let's put horns in this position. And then
本気で行くよ。
miss all the shots. And put Nightingale there just for some extra healing.
钻到了白日众高山，秋分众庭川。わあ、リンゴちゃん、今日もよろしくね。私がお守りします。
Entendido.
And then we'll put Suzerain here.
リラックスして、リラックス。わあ、
Heal
リン
some
ゴちゃん、
more.
今日もよろしくね。
Okay, should be fine.
この力。
Now the main question is, when is it a good time to put down?
Awaiting.
Okay, that should be good. Once I break this chain, I'll need to re-link it with someone else here. Yeah, this is a bit of an awkward position for me to be in at the moment.
Be careful. Don't get overconfident.
Might need to re-link this with Myrtle a little bit. We'll just build the DP in the meantime. We have a lot of DP that we can make up. Okay, someone's coming this way.
I got this. Focus
that's
elsewhere.
Pass on your last words? No.
This is a temporary measure. We set this one up with you.
来都来
Yep.
了，喝碗热汤再走吧。
みんな、こっち来て。
Okay, that's good. I'm a bit worried about the healing here. That's the main thing. We should have this on lock at the moment. Adobe, why? I don't want anything from Adobe. Okay, one of the things I could do, let's start repositioning.
Picked out your bait yet?
I'm gonna temporarily put Ines here. Once she takes a hit, I can start putting a little bit of heals onto
Got an idea.
onto Narantuya after this. So I just need
The only
Ines
sound
to
they
be
will
hit
hear is my
once.
blade slicing through wind, not my footsteps.
They only remember my follow me into the shadows.
Okay, this one's gonna go down. I'm going to put in. Yeah, let's.
Wash me. finally get a nice
I can, yeah, definitely can put Pepe here. Hey, not a scratch on me.
田总不该由我出手。真到了无法把你种在土里，
Okay,
重新找到。
Ines is in healing range now. Okay,
この力どうか受け止めてください。
okay, and bail this one out. And now I can put this in finally.
A solo to you.
Okay, I think we're set. And then just for a little bit more healing. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So that is some SP charged. We'll get some DP.
今日もよろしくね。
Okay, we should have things on autopilot now.
わあ、みんなこっち来て。
Turtle is just busy getting the DP. Narantuya is taking care of the flyers, and the archers coming in from this direction. The jetpack boys are just going to get tangled by the chains, so they're going to slow down greatly.
本気で行くよ。私がお守りします。
And then Thorns is doing his thing of dealing massive amounts of damage.
飛べ。
Right.
The Count Liberty
Okay,
and
gonna spam it out for this big guy. Make sure to get the DP. Just get a continuous stream so that we can get ready to use Texas at the right time. Don cut. Don cut.
The shadows are trembling.
Okay, what is next? Okay, the flyers are coming in. Okay, Burden Beasts as well.
本気で行くよ。
Relax, you're not dreaming. Only nightmares come with me.
If we run, put that down. Your filthy hands desecrated.
There. Okay, we're doing well. Okay, we might have an issue up on the top
Got
side.
an idea? What do you fear most?
Because we're low on damage up top. So I'll swap to Ines just to give a little bit more damage support
どう
on
か
top.
受け止めてください。
Don't. I will save your corpse in the shadows. No one will find it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Get Ines to support the damage up top so that Shu doesn't get overwhelmed with the block count.
Engaging. Go.
Okay, we've got these guys now.
What
Blast
will
it.
feel your own self to your heart's content.
Okay.
I've got an idea.
No need to use it right now. Narantuya is pretty well protected, actually. Like, she's super tanked up right now. Nothing can hurt her.
They only remember right behind you.
Okay, this big guy should go down. Speed boys up the top.
この力
That should all
どうか
die.
受け止めてください。
Okay, we're looking pretty good. Once these guys wake up, Thorns will just handle them one by one, so it shouldn't be too hard. So we do have Suzerain able to attack more than one target, so they might at least 2 of them will wake up at once. So there's a possibility that if we're not careful, Thorns might get overwhelmed. So we have to be wary about this. And here it comes. Yeah, both of them woke up. Okay, Thorns is fine. Okay, that's fine. Should be okay. We have Nightingale, so Nightingale will be able to help resist the damage. Help with the damage resistance. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we got 2 more up there.
Take now, later on now, nasty little thief. The company
Blast him.
of your own self, to your heart's content.
There's only archers, there's only ranged units coming up from the top left at the moment. Narantuya is able to ignore most of the damage here, so we should be fine.
Bobby. この力、どうか受け止めてください。
Okay. Use.
No one knows.
Awaiting orders.
We'll use Ascalon to suppress the giants at the moment. Okay, we should have things unlocked. The chains will actually slow down the flying enemies coming in, so we should be able to target him after a while. Yeah. Okay, that these 2 will wake up. Well, slightly up. Okay, it's moving in. Suzerain should trigger one of them first. He's dead. The second one dying one by one is a good strategy,
Don't leave those
guys.
things. They're hard to clean.
Okay, last one. Well, technically it's the second last wave. We've got a lot of burden beasts coming our way, so we have to be wary. Well, this guy's gonna die first. The flyers will be pounded by the chains. They can't move much. Okay, that's one dead. Dead.
What would you? Liberty and sunlight, all around.
Burn him down first. Burn both of them down. Okay, good. Okay, that's burned down as well. Okay, now for these 5 guys here. We're still waiting on them to move. And we can engage now.
Later on now, nasty little thief.
Okay, good. It's 1 down, but we still have 1 more. Okay, he's dead. Okay, get the rest in. And he will get staggered by the chains. Okay, that's that. Okay, alright, cool. We're doing well. Okay, we should have everything in place. Excellent. Last wave, 25 left. Good thing in this particular annihilation there aren't any enemies which cut up the chains. That would have made things much harder for this annihilation. If they spawned and then they start killing us there, then yes, we will have issues.
You think you're a better robber than me?
Okay, he's dead. Okay. And that's necrosis damage done. Yeah. Narantuya is able to handle the top left just fine with a little bit of a little bit of healing. Plus, she can dodge most of the physical damage anyway. So it's not like
Don't keep me waiting.
it's going to she's gonna die or anything with that amount of health and dodging. That's good.
I've got an idea there. I'm right behind you.
Okay. Okay, rounding around.
What with
Blast it.
liberty and sunlight all around us.
Okay, blast him. This is the last wave. Last enemies left. We should be okay.
Take note! Look at guts trying to steal this.
Okay, good blast. Easy. We got him. Got him.
Confidence of our companions is earned. The road ahead is perilous. These victories are precious.
Okay, excellent. That's great. That means we can total proxy that. Let's go. Total proxy time. Let's go get that Rundrum in the system. Okay, 2 more hits. We should have it maxed. 160 left. That should do it. Excellent. Okay, that is all Rundrum farmed. Progress. We get this. Echoes of Kazdel. Echoes of the Scorching Workshop yet reverberate in your ears. Okay, collect all of them. Scorching Workshop Operation Medal. Nice. Okay, easy. Iconian. Then we have Yan Lungman. Lungman Downtown. Lungman Commercial District. Okay, Annihilation is done.
Doctor,
Nice.
I was thinking about going out for a walk. Would you like to join me?
Okay, excellent. Now, I wanted to show you something before we begin the delayed watch party of version 1.5 for Arknights Endfield, and that is the vector breakthrough. Now, I knew I was able to cheese out the fact that Misery kept hiding in the darkness. I didn't even want to approach anywhere near the goalposts if it was being lit up. And I also had Blaze as well, so I had Blaze, Blaze Alter. She was just sitting there. She tanks the hit from Misery. She hides in the shield. And then Shu was on the side applying the recovery on her, so she was able to regenerate from the knockdown state faster because of the recovery, right? So Misery kept on targeting her, and she couldn't stay down whatsoever. She kept reviving and then dying, and then reviving and then dying, and reviving and then dying. Misery just kept focusing her because she is the one with the lowest amount of health. And then all I had to do was just reposition Silver Ash as well as Monster to try and wreck him from the back without him repositioning himself from the lighting. That was the way I solved it. So basically, yeah, Silver Ash and Monster is the one to finish off Misery in his second form, where Blaze will just sort of act as bait against Misery. So yeah, it was quite funny. And then for Mechanist, I did what any sane person would do in that stage, which is take up a bunch of HP buffs and abuse the heck out of the Abyssal Hunter synergy. So Okay, so Abyssal Hunters. Let's say I brought in... Who did I bring in? Scotty, with her Swift Abyssal Predator buff. So that adds attack and max HP. And then we brought in Gladia. Gladia crucially has the max HP. Recover 3% of their max HP every second, which is huge. 28% less physical and arts damage is huge. That's a big defensive buff, right? And then I brought in a Spectre Doll, which has the when this unit is in the squad, max HP, but also gives SP with the with this. So max HP and SP per second, all good. And then finally, I borrowed someone's, one of my friends' Ulpianus. So Daddy Ulpian just basically broke through the entire thing. Talents 1 effect increases to 2 times, block +1, max HP +60%, attack +160%. So that's level 7. Is there a version with like max pot? Because he was so tanky that with all the extra buffs on top from the garrison, he just couldn't die. Like, he just kept healing so much health. He took so little damage. And he's just tanking all those hits continuously. It's like crazy, man. Abyssal Hunter against Mechanist is such a meme. It is such a meme, man. Okay, all right, cool. Just before we go, let's do. I'm just gonna clear out the.
I'm Nolenta.
Hit hunt for a bit.
Nolenta.
Captain of Reserve Op Team A6, Orchid.
Debuff. Okay.
Hello, I'm Hayes. I like.
Okay, alright. Then, summon. One melee summon. Specialist healing would be funny. Shift, nice. Okay, this one we can rotate. Rotate again. Rotate once again. What about here? Melee AoE survival. Okay. I would just put Vanguard in here. And then for the pulls, not really. Do I really want to pull? I already have Snow Hunter. Repressa, I don't have. Snow Hunter, I already have from the previous pull. Probably not. What's in the pull list for this one? Cairn, I don't have. Figurino, I already have. Cantabile, I already have. Tippy, I don't have. Harmony. Brain Buds. I don't have Mantra and Ulpianus yet. I would like Ulpian for this role. It's tough. Do I want to pull a 10? Is the main thing. Maybe I'll pull until I hit a 5-star and then just call it quits. Yeah, why not? Let's do 5 pulls. And then we'll call it quits. Pull 1. Nothing.
You're the boss of this training camp? And they call you the doctor?
Bubble. Okay. Pull 2. Yike. Early 5-star. Okay, cool. We'll stop there. I'm not gonna pull anymore.
This is where I report in, right? Sorry I came without getting changed first. Oh, I don't need to do that. Thank goodness. I feel more comfortable in familiar clothes.
Okay, cool. Figurino. It seems like I haven't max pot Figurino just yet, so meh. Let's see what's going on here. Spec. Oh, that's max potential. Nice. Cool. Max potential Figurino, which is kinda pointless in my head. Might as well put him into level 50 if that's the case. Okay, nice.
can't be any harder than learning to tailor.
Okay, cool. We definitely need to find a way to get more more stuff in the system. Okay. So 30 and 300. Okay. Why not? Let's collect it now. And let's see if there is any Aster Sniper. Aster Sniper. We do need to replenish our stock though of chips. We are running low on chips so that we can as well as the level 1 chips. We also don't really have much of the sniper and caster, so I think it will be a good thing to actually replenish those chips now, given that we have a bit of downtime. Okay. So we auto-deploy. Who are we? Oh, we're deploying with Angwe Buika, which is not who I want to deploy it with. I want to deploy it with the what's it? Trust team. So if I check my trust, remove everyone that I don't really need. Okay, and then I check my... What do I want to check? I want to check... No, this is already as low a trust as it will go. Okay, alright, that's fine. And grab 2 vanguards. How many snipers do we have? Let's grab 2 snipers. Any sniper will do. We'll get these 2, that's fine. Okay, confirm. And caster, don't strictly need casters per se. But it's probably useful. No, we already have Enteletia. Who cares? We have Enteletia. Oh, why not? Let's also bring... Let's bring Ascalon here. We don't really care. Alright. Let's keep it going. Just get this out of the way first. I need to farm some material to get ready for future operators.
Stay safe.
Okay, let's speed things up so we'll do this quickly.
Can your eyes keep...
A warrior must be ready to face death on the battlefield.
Better start putting it.
Come on, let's pick up the pace.
Then we'll put Ascalon in the middle.
Watch out.
Don't worry. Their sights are totally empty.
We'll put Enteletia in front.
Don't get me wrong. Losing sight.
And then we'll put Ju in here.
I see them. Too bad they don't see me.
And why not? Let's also put Wang in there as well.
放心，他们的恐惧与招式一样容易看破。
That's slow movements.
只管落子弟，何必苦苦挣扎？
Just exploding everything. Wang. Man, Wang is OP, man. No wonder in the... What is it? In the latest round of... contingency contract, there was clears with a Wang solo, and I'm like, what? What? Wang solo? 705 risk? What? Oh my god, it's crazy. Wang is so OP. It's just so OP. It's just crazy.
Amessus.
张弓搭箭，误伤毁敌。
I haven't leveled up Ju just yet. That's something I need to work on
A
later.
warrior must be ready to face death on the battlefield.
Get him up to E2. That is the goal heading forward.
Losing menacing sight?
Okay.
No one can.
I prefer
Yeah.
a clean floor.
We're just farming
So I'll
for
grant you
materials to
death
get ready
without
for
shedding
the
blood.
next round of operators that might come in.
I'm skilled enough to resolve this.
Feels bad to lose your target, doesn't it?
固守一隅，乃非公之功。
So after we're done with this, then we'll move on to the official delayed watch party. Oh, I can't wait to see what Enfield's cooking next. Just exploding everywhere now.
Mission accomplished.
Man, they all just died.
You're responsible for victory and the lives of those who follow your orders. It's a wonderful thing.
Man, I'm getting a lot of sniper chips for some reason. That's very odd. Okay, cool, good.
Ciao,
I
Doctor.
think we can call it
I can hear your
for
footsteps
now
even
for
with my ears
Arknights.
folded.
We might come back in a later time to do more of this stuff. But in the meantime, I think it's about time to react to this. Now, remember what we're doing here. No spoilers. I'm gonna watch this dry because I haven't been watching what's been happening. Though funnily enough, Intern Kun made another oopsie and apparently posted. I don't know if that is if it was fake news or it was actually on the Facebook page, but maybe and someone decided to make a joke out of it. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to. We'll see what confirmation we get here. Okay. We'll do that now. Okay. So let's close this out. And let's begin. Here we go. I'm so excited. Let's do it.
各位管理员，大家好，我是明日方舟周末地的游戏制作人海猫柔和物。时隔1个月啊，很高兴再次通过这样的方式呢和大家见面。今天我们想和大家聊聊的是周末地的新版本内容与。
I might pause a little bit, but it's interesting to see what the background is currently that they're using. So you can see a lot of the sort of Sami Snow Priest style sort of thing going on at the moment, which is that Chen? Is that Chen? I think that's Chen. Yeah, so definitely we're moving to a different... Wait, what? Okay, who is that? There's someone behind here. I think, is it the same as this guy? Yes, I think it is.
在校园行正式上线之后啊，我们收到了许多来自管理员的反馈，无论是英龙。
So I think okay. Let's not do the pausing. I'm just going to go straight into it and just going to react straight based on what we see. I'm not going to pause. We'll rotate back, rewind back, and talk a little bit about some of the other things that have been said as part of the live stream, and then after that. What I will do is I will open up my old notes on the feedback or suggestions I have when the version 1.4 dev stream came up, and then add some more ideas to what I would like to see in future versions past version 1.5. So that will be the strategy. Let's see how it goes. Let's have some fun.
宏观与北部禁区啊，随着剧情推进，不断变化的场景，还是角色发丝、服装材质等细节表现，看到大家留意到了这些花费大量心思打磨的内容，对我们来说是一件非常开心、非常令人鼓舞的事情。那当然，在分享喜悦的同时啊，我们也一直认真关注着大家提出的每一条意见和建议。那各位的声音啊，不仅帮助我们发现问题，也不断为后续的开发和优化提供新的方向。其中的一部分成果也将在这一版本中正式和大家见面。 我们也非常期待各位管理员体验之后的反馈，希望这些更新能够为大家带来更好的游戏体验。那么，随着50的圣诞练习危机终于告一段落，在众人庆祝胜利的同时啊，一段小插曲却吸引了管理员的注意。那接下来啊，就请各位跟随《雪松幽梦》版本 PV， 一同踏进那片被白雪覆盖的松林。 在那里啊，一位来自罗德岛的朋友
Rhodes
正在
Island
与大家相遇。
Oh, it's definitely a reconvener. It has to be. It has to be.
Master of Dreamscape, pray, melt the frost upon the gates of Dreamscape. Let fly the arrow that breaches the gulf of sleeping and waking. Raise the shadow sunk in deep reaches, and beckon the spirit wandering. The witchcraft spawn gets their energy by eating people's dreams.
Oh no.
No one bullies my friends.
For Shenna. Oh, this is interesting. Wow. Okay, this came out of nowhere.
I know it. It doesn't matter if the path turned out to be a trap. Amma is always with me.
Amma. Ooh, Amma. Amma references.
Everything is a gift from Sami.
Tifoyas. Nature Striker.
Feeling the flow? Good. Dags att välja vårt byte.
That's great. That's great.
Ni borde frukta mig.
Amma, it was to leave this nightmare.
This is gonna be cool. Very cool. I missed out on the first character, who that character is, but I'm very interested now. Typhoeus. Ooh, different. Frosty. Nice. Umbra of Frigid Eventide. So it's Arts unit with the bow on the bow itself. Furry big feline. Desert moment. Bershina. Snowy forest. Oh, it's at the bottom there. Okay. So we're gonna hit just south of that first. Swimming. Okay. Gear piece updates. May I see field work. New gear of Deep Rampart. Okay. Local pass. Sufferings End Arts unit. Bloom wall. New ornamentals. Ooh, barbecue. Yes, please. Echoes of War updates. Virtuality and illusion. Winter dream fog deep in the woods. Snow over deep woods. We're going there. Trial of the bow. Okay, so this challenge event is the aiming one that we have. AIC support. Ooh, chubby long attacks. Ah, we're making chubby longs. We're making chubby longs. Chubby long production. Haha. Echoing bell of an old city. Ridge line flows of autumn. Minute sign in. Okay. Runner steeplechase. Okay, so more running and bouncing. Okay, cool. Umbral Monument, marked by dark shadows. Okay, so this should be a relatively light and easy update. But it will be interesting to see what kind of lore comes up with this particular version. I think this will have quite a bit of lore based on IS4 in Sami as well.
此前啊，我们一路北上，成功遏制了北部禁区的盛大裂隙，击败了阿莱克琉斯，争取到了来之不易的安宁。在本次支线故事中， 总工程师安德烈在得知武林决胜胜利消息后决定带着物资悄悄前往武林，想给大家一个惊喜。然而就在途中啊，他却突然失去了音讯。
最
后留下的线索呢
，When you go to Sami, put it down and leave Sami.
正好有所闲暇的管理员听说了这个消息，决定立即前往雪松林，尝试寻找这位老朋友的踪迹。所幸啊，在一处被浓雾封锁的林间角落啊，终于找到了安德烈。可奇怪的是啊，自从踏入这片林子啊，无论是管理员还是安德烈，都始终无法走出这片看似并不广阔的松林。就在迷雾深处啊，两人偶遇了同样受困于此的旅人，来自罗德岛的干员载旅者提夫洛斯。这位性格随和的冰原猎手啊，远道而来，本想拜访一位通晓萨米历史的老雪寺，谁知却阴差阳错与我们一同迷失在风雪之中。那眼看夜幕将至啊，一行人只能先前往雪色小屋等待天明。那这片雪松林啊，自然没有那么简单。只要踏入林中啊，浓雾便会在身后迅速合拢。那这片带有魔力的迷雾啊，不仅遮蔽视线，更会让人在不知不觉间兜兜转转，最终回到原地。那想要驱散迷雾啊，就必须同时摧毁组成阵法的多个符文。那这些符文啊，始终漂浮游走，那仅凭寻常手段很难命中。管理员需要寻找到恰到好处的角度与时机，为提夫洛斯指明方向，再借助他手中的巨弓，将符文同时击落，开辟前进的道路。那破除了眼前的迷雾啊，还有更多难关需要应对。那只有通过符文啊激活山间的巨大浮石，我们才能乘坐这些巨石跨越幽深的裂谷。浮空的攻击符文呢，则会无差别的攻击靠近他的人。管理员需要抓准时机，在他逼近前啊及时拦截。而穿行雪松林中时啊，还要小心血丝的造物。那这位在故事中拥有极高地位的萨满，能够施展原始技艺，制造树傀儡，守护自己的居所。这些巫术造物身上有一层坚固的护甲，只有先击毁外层甲壳，才能够真正伤及他们的本体。而在旅途的终点，管理员与提夫洛斯还将面对一只体型庞大的巫术造物，它能够操纵着细小在地下穿梭，将敌人牢牢束缚，不得动弹。更令人意外的是啊，他甚至学会了部分造主的技艺啊，能够仿造血丝，召唤更多树傀儡，构筑法阵，将闯入层层围困。那也会在战场上制造出拖慢我方速度，造成持续伤害的地弹。不过，再强大的敌人也并非毫无破绽，只要仔细观察他的行动规律，把握好应对时机，相信管理员们很快就能够找到破解之法，从容取胜。至于这片林中究竟隐藏了怎样的秘密呢？提夫洛斯是否能够如愿找到自己的传说呢？答案就留给各位管理员亲自前往探索了。那接下来还是先和我们认识一下两位新朋友吧。
Okay, new operators. I think we finally have a 5-star operator to throw in.
大家好，我是明日方舟中魔力的关卡设计师 Ra， 很高兴又和大家见面了。我们一直在关注管理员们的反馈，也收到了很多宝贵的建议，比如绝上线之后。很多管理员都有提到切换装备不太方便的问题，我们也围绕这一体验进行了调整。相关优化在未来版本将与大家见面。同时，我们也正在为后续版本做准备，更多全新的关卡、更具挑战性的敌人，以及更多值得探索的内容，都在紧锣密鼓的开发当中。大家的热爱与支持，我们始终铭记于心，也会继续把这份期待转化为不断前进的动力，努力带来更多好玩、值得体验的新内容。接下来。就让我们一起认识两位新朋友提夫洛斯与扑切纳吧。像雪松林之行这样的荒原旅途，提夫洛斯早已经历过无数次，这些经历也让他像熟悉四肢一样熟悉猎弓。他天性纯真，对萨米流传的神话与传说怀有近乎执着的好奇心。这位来自萨米聚落的年轻猎手，总是在追寻与收集各式各样的萨米故事。担心他们失落在时间的长河中。有时人们总是会忘记，面前这个害羞时会躲在书本后的女孩，其实早已习惯了冰原的生活，也习惯了随身带着野外生存所需要的种种器具，在漫长旅途中独自前行。初见提夫洛斯的人都震惊于那把与他等高的弓，然而为了传说四处奔波的他，早已熟悉了如何驾驭。
Trust in the guidance of fate.
Typhoeus. Okay.
作为一名自然属性的突击干员，提夫洛斯善于使用手中的巨弓，对敌人发起狂风暴雨般的攻势。惯于独行的他，不仅练就了一箭双雕的弓术，还有飘逸如风的身法， 面对2名敌人夹击时，提夫洛斯能够跃至半空，在浮空状态下展开速射，并在攻击阵中闪转腾挪，攻守兼备。作为一名猎手，给敌人布置陷阱也是提夫洛斯的拿手好戏。他能够凝聚多支箭矢射向敌人，并布下延缓行动的箭阵。他会将自然的起势转化为凌厉的烈士，配合终结技的暴力一击，向敌人降下猛烈的箭雨。现在，让我们一起来看看提夫洛斯这套独特的战斗习惯，就是如何体现在他的招式之中的吧。普攻追猎荒原，可以对敌人进行至多5段普通攻击，造成自然伤害。处决敌人时将造成大量自然伤害，并恢复一定技力。战技风矢穿林，提夫洛斯将起跳进入浮空状态，期间可以通过攻击移动，并对至多2名敌人进行5次普通攻击，并造成自然伤害。同时，这也会消耗敌人身上的自然附着，为提夫洛斯积累起势。而在进行空中普通攻击时，如果拥有烈士，则会自动消耗烈士，并强化提夫洛斯的攻击，额外造成自然爆发伤害。起势达到上限后，即可发动连续技野疾丛生，将起势转化为烈士，并向敌方所处位置释放剑阵。剑阵内的敌人持续受自然伤害和缓速效果，受到的自然爆发伤害也会更高。若连续技在浮空状态下发动，则除了原本的效果外，还将重置空中普攻次数，向敌人射出更多箭矢，造成更多伤害。
So it's all about making sure that
终结技冰山呼告，提夫洛斯拉弓射出一支强力箭矢，命中目标后引发爆炸，对范围内的敌人造成高额自然伤害。随即，提夫洛斯将进入浮空状态，并获得2支烈士。接下来的5次空中普通攻击均会在攻击落点生成箭雨，额外造成高额伤害。而在终结技释放后进入的浮空时间，消耗自然附着同样可以为提夫洛斯积攒喜事。另外，如果终结技释放时提夫洛斯已经处于浮空状态，则会维持浮空状态直到终结技结束。了解完提夫洛斯的技能后，事不宜迟，让我们来一起看一下他在实战中的表现吧。
She's very combo heavy because you need to balance the amount of arrows that she has with her signs that she builds up. If you don't have enough signs when the amount of arrows that she has is used up, then you might be caught in a weird situation.
的连续技削弱敌人。这之中，使用绝的战技和连续技给目标迅速叠上2层自然附着。准备完成。我们立即使用提夫洛斯的战技浮空，在空中持续普攻输出，不断触发自然爆发，打出高额伤害的同时，刚好灵活地闪避过了敌人的攻击。此时触发了提夫洛斯的连续技，不过我们不急着使用，在起势层数攒满后，通过普攻可以随时再激活提夫洛斯的连续技。等觉得连续技冷却时间结束后，此时开启提夫洛斯的连续技，补满烈士层数，并进一步放大输出效率。配合其他干员的技能后，提夫洛斯再次浮空输出，轻松规避地面伤害后，5箭连发，直接带走2名敌人，轻松获胜。
She's very nimble. That's the good thing about her is she's very nimble and is able to dodge a lot of ground-based attacks while
让我们来接着看看他在面对更多敌人时的实战表现吧。第一波敌人是多支原生前兽，我们先开吉尔佩法战技聚拢分散的敌人，随即使用提夫洛斯的终结技对聚拢的敌人造成高额伤害，瞬间清空了所有敌人。第2波则是2只无法移动的潜地球兽，我喜欢叫它钻地虫。先手使用银石战技，等待几秒后爆炸，叠加第1层自然附着。我们控制提夫洛斯普攻的同时，再衔接银石的一系列技能，快速叠至3层自然附着。随后配合吉尔佩塔和塞西的终结技，提夫洛斯再度浮空5箭连射，直接一波带走2只钻地虫，华丽收场。从刚才的实战视频，大家可以看到，只要有能产生自然附着的队友进行配合，就算没有终结技，提夫洛斯也可以在短时间内打出高额的爆发性伤害。在攻击多个精英敌人的情况时，攻击怪就可以轻松应对，而且战技的浮空状态还能灵活躲开很多难缠的敌人技能。可以说，提夫洛斯是一个兼具爆发输出与灵活闪避的强力自然突击干员。除了之前已经与大家打过照面的提夫洛斯，这个版本我们还会认识一位全新的5星干员。这位包裹在玩偶服中的少女深受超域综合症所困，总会突然毫无征兆地陷入沉睡。但在家人的呵护与自己的努力之下，她不仅成为了超域综合症救助基金会的代言人， 还在环塔商会的引荐下来到了中末地工业。对于普切纳来说，朋友与其他患者们同样是自己的家人。正因为感受过来自家人的温暖，他也希望用自己的方式守护更多人的生活。普切纳是一位物理属性的重装干员，会毫不犹豫地抄上手边的一切去保护队友。作为重装干员，他可以架起棉花糖盾牌，格挡多次攻击。在挡下攻击后，普切纳也能抓住破绽，主动反击，给敌人来一记猛烈的头锤，打断敌人的攻势。作为基金会的形象代言人，送礼物当然也是他的重要工作。当主攻干员陷入危机时，普切纳会及时送出礼物，为队友带来治疗。至于敌人收到的礼物就没那么幸运了，危险的炸弹还是难以逃脱的黑洞呢？全看他们的运气了。如果犹豫不决，普切纳便会掏出3份大礼，让敌人一次满足。顺带一提，还有隐藏款哦。普切纳保护家人的心意，从他每一次的举盾与攻击中都可见一斑。现在让我们来看看他是如何战斗与保护同伴的。普攻、点心、长炸。普切纳可以制作进行3段普通攻击，对敌人造成物理伤害。处决敌人时将造成大量物理伤害，并恢复一定精力。发动战绩我没有睡着后，普切纳会架起盾牌格挡攻击，期间可以使得自身以及周围的干员获得庇护效果。在战绩期间，首次成功格挡可以延长普切纳的举盾时间，并返还一定的记力。后续如果继续格挡，则会逐渐降低庇护的效果。在整个举盾的时间内，受影响的干员们都会变得更加不容易被打断。一段时间后，普切纳可以再次释放战绩，这次释放不会消耗记力，而且可以对敌人造成自然伤害，并施加自然附着。当主攻干员受到攻击时，将触发普切纳的连接技、点心还是礼物。普切纳会向主攻干员扔出一个礼物匣子，治疗主攻干员。之后，礼物匣子还会从炸弹、手工作业和好吃的点心中额外随机开出一个礼物。不同的礼物拥有不同的效果。炸弹能对敌人造成物理伤害，并额外造成一定失衡。手工作业则会持续吸引周围的敌人，会造成物理伤害。而好吃的点心则可以继续治疗主攻干员。终结技不许干坏事儿。普切纳会一次打开3个大菲林礼盒，每个礼盒都会随机开出炸弹或者手工作业中的任意一个。此外，大菲林礼盒有概率开出代言人的特殊赠礼，对命中的敌人额外施加法术脆弱效果。讲完了技能的效果，现在我们就来看一下普切纳在战场中的发挥吧。首先，让我们对阵老朋友白垩借位。大家都知道，白垩借位的攻击段数非常多啊，一旦被攻击到，就很容易被多段连拍，都有点还不了手。一开场面对白垩借位的猛烈捶打，我们立即祭出普切纳的战技，持续格挡攻击，并衔接普切纳的连续技，为队友回复血量。这样，即使在白垩借位的连续攻势下，伊冯依然能安然无恙地打出重击。紧接着，我们使用普切纳的免费2段战技，打断敌人血力，并施加自然附着，顺势开启伊冯和赛季的终结技火力全开。随后，我们开启普切纳的终结技。这次运气爆棚，普切纳直接开出了3个特殊炸弹，瞬间将敌人打入死神状态，并施加了脆弱效果，机不可失。随着伊冯终结技打出最后一段，敌人应声倒下，完美收完。其实，由于战技可以快速产生自然附着，普切纳还能和提弗洛斯进行组队，为队伍提供强大的生存能力。这次我们就来挑战一下协议空间。开局，我们先用普切纳的战技快速给敌人施加自然附着，紧接着开启提弗洛斯的战技倾泻火力。这时，敌人按耐不住向我们猛冲过来了，没关系。我们立即开启普切纳的战技，完美格挡。纵使敌人的攻势再凶猛，也撼动不了普切纳的防御。下一波敌人又登场了，我们先给目标施加安塔尔的印记，随即释放普切纳的2段战技，配合安塔尔和银石的连接技与终结技，敌人的自然附着层数瞬间飙至4层。时机成熟，我们开启提弗洛斯的终结技，伴随着提弗洛斯的空中5箭连射，敌人被铺天盖地的密集箭雨瞬间蒸发。
So the 5 arrow volley is also quite similar to her S3, where you bombard the same bombard an
能产
area
生自然附着的同时，可以更持久的为队友
with
提供庇护和
5
抗打断
arrows
能力。
in one shot. So they're basically juggling both the S2 for the skill attacks, and then the S3 as the ultimate. So that's actually a very interesting callback to OG Typhon. That's very cool. That's very cool.
在这个版本中， 我们还将为各位管理员带来一张全新的解谜玩法地图——碎鸣。这是我们对解谜玩法的一次尝试。我们希望以整座城市为谜面，让管理员沉浸于街巷之间，在一步步探索中找出往日真相。一位世代维护3道中的中将，为我们描绘了一座早已沉没于水中的旧日都市。而随着他的讲述，我们也将回到那座已经消失的城市。此时的碎鸣城，侵蚀潮即将来袭。为了向城中的居民发出警示，我们需要寻找散落各处的备用零件，修好城中央的醒时钟。碎鸣城的潮水会随着时间不断涨落。当潮水退去，一些原本无法抵达的区域便会显现，可以进行探索。其中也藏着修复醒时钟所需要的零件。有时需要借助漂浮在水面的浮冰抵达远处的高台，有时则要等待潮水完全退去，深入被侵蚀覆盖的城下，才能将零件取回。然而，每当潮水再次上涨，醒时钟都会将时间回溯到管理员初次踏入碎鸣城的那一刻。因此，管理员需要把握每次涨落的节奏，在有限的时间里破解更多谜题，赶在侵蚀潮彻底吞没城市之前修复醒时钟。当然，也不用担心因为一次没有完成所有探索而前功尽弃。虽然时间会回溯，但已经收集到的零件都会保留下来。而在中将的记忆里，留存的不只是这座城市，还有那些曾生活于此的人。穿梭于街巷之间，听听他们留下的话语，也许还能揭开另一个谜题。那后随着50人一路从残剑堂前往天使府学院的3道中，究竟有着怎样的过去？随着提夫洛斯的故事展开，现实挑战玩法晚宫试炼也将开启。在雪松林的靶场中，管理员将与提夫洛斯一同研究来自萨米的特殊剑矢。利用不同剑矢的特性挑战层层关卡，首次通关模拟训练后，可以获得包括千金玉在内的一次性奖励。随着挑战不断深入，管理员还能升级靶场，解锁更多剑矢类型，应对更复杂的挑战。在新的关卡中，管理员们需要随机应变，灵活更换剑矢芯片。不同的剑矢对不同的靶标具有克制作用，合理搭配往往就能事半功倍。至于不同剑矢之间还能组合出哪些有趣的玩法，就等待管理员们亲自探索了。需要说明的是，晚宫试炼活动期间，还可以通过完成限时试炼任务，获得包括千金玉在内的丰厚奖励。而在通关后，日常训练关卡每天还会发生一些不同的变化，管理员们或许需要尝试用新的方式进行挑战。虽然限时试炼任务奖励不会重复发放，但希望这样的设计可以为大家带来更丰富的可重复游玩体验。限时活动结束后，晚宫试炼还将转为常驻玩法，供管理员们继续体验。武林的恢复与再建设仍然是一个漫长的过程，集成工业可以让这座经历灾难的城市更快地恢复生机。在本次版本中，我们将迎来集成援助活动第2期泡泡出击。在活动期间，管理员可以获得限时配方，生产特殊援助产物，提交至武林据点，获得武林调度券与援助成果券。援助成果券可以在限时兑换商店中换取丰厚奖励。与此同时，活动期间武林地区对应据点产出调度券的效率也会大幅提升，帮助管理员们更快地积累资源，兑换需要的物资。此外，我们也对商店兑换进行了优化，据点页面新增了限时兑换入口，提交产物后可以更快前往兑换。首次进入商店时，也会默认选中1期商品。当第1期兑换完成后，则会自动跳转至2期商店。希望这些优化能让管理员在兑换奖励时更加顺畅。相信各位管理员都对武林城中的跑道很有印象吧？平时也会看到市民们在跑道上锻炼的场景。在版本的下半程中，将开启趣味活动——跑者运动会。一逢也来到了武林，邀请管理员加入这场武林的盛会。从城外山道小径到城内屋顶，甚至到半空中，都将成为奔跑的舞台。管理员在特制的赛道中可以全速冲向终点，也可以利用充足的探索时间完成龙泡泡、气球收集。赛道内设置了弹射装置、涡流团等机关，管理员可以合理利用它们，更快地完成比赛。当然，想要轻松获胜可也没那么简单，也别忘了小心沿途的各种减速陷阱哦。在规定时间内抵达终点，即可获得包括千金玉在内的丰厚奖励。而随着收集气球的数量不断增加，还能解锁包含纪念道具、滚动龙包包特饮在内的一系列里程碑奖励。期待各位管理员在这场盛会中一展身手，跑出精彩，创下佳绩。 同时，游戏内也会开启网页活动，融合山团团，来融合相同的山团团，点亮图鉴，最终找到黄金管理员吧。山团团们也会发动各类战绩，助管理员们一臂之力。在活动期间完成对应的任务，即可获得包括千金玉在内的多种奖励。除了以上内容，本次版本中常见玩法以东风杯与战争回响也将迎来更新。以东风杯将新增高难挑战玩法幽影刻形，管理员们完成同步开启的现实活动风杯流明刻影，即可获得包含千金玉在内的多项奖励。战争回响则会先后开启虚象与错视2个全新赛季，每个赛季都会在持续轮换旧有关卡的基础上各新增3个关卡。希望随着版本更新，可以为管理员们不断提供新的敌人组合与关卡，同时也期待着管理员们能通过战争回响持续发掘战斗的多种可能性。装备方面，我们对潮勇装备组与长溪装备组、集成实训装备组进行了部件更新。版本更新后，管理员抵达武林地区即可获得集成实训装备制造模板。与此同时，全新装备组、显关装备组也将正式上线，希望能为管理员们提供更多不同的战术搭配选择。此外，本次版本中塔金集换也将持续上新，包括2张全新唱片、启天、五相救以及全新发药动作提弗洛斯、随梦的常识、伊冯、潮流热舞等趣味内容。在装饰物品方面，则新增了4款全新装饰：安瓦的关切、显梦、炽热宴会以及彩虹。放下水晶球，静静欣赏受主踏雪而来的身影，祈祷他能带来祝福。显梦能够将梦境分享给他人，不过大概也会有人问你，梦中练手这个动作到底是什么意思？伊冯带来了一个考架，这下无论身在何处，都能随时举办一场热闹的宴会。不过宴会在哪里开场，可就由管理员们说了算了。想要见到彩虹，往往需要天时地利，而现在只要你愿意，任何地方都可以升起一道彩虹了。除了新的装饰物品之外，随身装置也迎来了新的扩展。本次版本新增大、中、小3种加速单元，将加速单元装备至背包中的随身物品栏后，干员在武林地区行动时，冲刺所需的体力的恢复速度将会加快，让管理员们在跑图时可以更加顺畅。更高规格的加速单元获得的提升效果也更强。新的加速单元同样可以通过塔基集换来获取。未来我们也将继续推出更多类型、更加有趣、实用的地区专属随身装置，还请各位管理员们敬请期待了。
I think in some challenges you won't be able to bring that in, those kinds of items in.
讲完玩法，接下来我们为各位管理员带来更多版本活动信息。随着新干员提弗洛斯加入中国地啊，我们还会开启新一期特许寻访东列。前面为大家介绍过的新干员提弗洛斯将会在当期寻访中获得概率提升。在特许寻访东列快要结束时呢，我们将会迎来一种新的寻访类型——重构寻访。本期为绚丽异彩第1期，那全部可能出现的6星干员为伊冯、于静、黎峰、埃尔戴拉、别里、近卫。伊冯呢将在寻访活动中获得概率提升。需要注意的是啊，重构寻访的规则与其他寻访不同。首先，在重构寻访中啊，累计寻访30次、60次、90次时呢，都将额外获得10次加急招募。前120次寻访必定获取当期概率提升的6星干员。每累计寻访240次呢。
So 30, 60, 90, you get another 10 bonus urgent recruitment, which counts as 1 free 10 hunting attempt, and it is counted towards the pity. It looks like it's counted towards the pity, so that's how you get the 120 hit hunting attempts at the end of it. Okay.
以及每累计寻访240次可获得的当期
I already have Yvonne, so I don't really need to pull on this, so I'm probably gonna stay away from this one. Unless they give free tickets, I'll just use the free tickets.
这个同名系列中啊得到继承。
I already have Yvonne, so I'm not gonna
属
pull
于
some
同
more.
名系列的重构寻访中的抽取进度存在
Oh, there is a
继承机制。
carryover mechanic
与此同时啊，
for...
重构
Oh,
寻访
okay.
有
Alright.
最多80次寻访必定获取1名6星干员的机制。那该机制啊，仅在重构寻访该
Okay, so
类
this
型
will
的
be
寻
shared
访间
against
互通。
all
接
refactored
下来
hunting.
是武库交
I
易
wonder
所。
what the next
新版
character
本
is
中
going to be,
将
but I
伴
don't
随
know
特许寻访
when
东列
this
上
is
架一把
happening.
全新的6星施术单元
Agility,
寒
attack,
夜
and
幽影。
detonate for
管理员
this
可以
one.
在
Okay.
幽寒森林中获取这把武器。而随着重构寻访的开启啊，
Okay,
武库方面呢
so
也会限时开放一种
more,
新类型
reissuing
的
of
武库森
RC
林
Tyrannical.
重构森林。那本期为点绘森林第1期，6星武器艺术暴君将会得到概率提升。 点绘森林第1期呢，将与绚丽异彩第1期重构寻访同期开放，同时结束。那类似的重构森林的规则呢，与其他武库森林不同。以点绘森林为例，前8次森林内呢，必得当期概率提升武器艺术暴君的进度，以及累积8次森林后的重构森林奖励的累计森林进度呢，也将会在后续的点绘森林第2期、第3期等同名系列间继承。而更多详细规则，还请管理员们留意后续的卡池规则详细公告了。伴随相应的寻访，提弗洛斯干员试用活动将会同步开放。在版本更新后，提弗洛斯的叙事活动《雾影东梦森林》中将会随之开启。各位管理员可以与他一起探索应龙关外那片神秘的雪松林的奥秘。7日签到活动阻力扩语也将同时上线。管理员们登录完成签到，可累计获得包括5张现实寻访凭证在内的奖励。和过往版本一样，采购中心的集成配额交易中也会新增可兑换对应寻访的5张现实特许寻访凭证。管理员们记得安心兑换。新一期协议通行凭证幽灵也将随着新版本一起开启。解锁对应的协议通行凭证后，管理员可以通过自选箱获得自选6星武器补给，包括全新的6星施术单元苦难的尽头，以及还可以获取全新名片主题梦石药业、头像冰结的轮廓、头像框血丝规则等多种奖励。随着新区域雪松林开放，我们还会同步开启雪降森林引入活动。欢迎管理员们来到林中探索。在雪松林中完成解锁协议传送点、开启协议储存箱等各项任务即可获得丰厚奖励。随着全新玩法地图罪名开启后，还会开启对应引入活动于中明的旧城。在这片已经被淹没的城市中探索往昔故事，完成相应任务，获得活动奖励。在雪松幽梦版本的后半程呢，将迎来限时签到活动临水渡秋。那各位管理可在此期间登录签到，即可获得包括头像跑动行进、千金玉、滚动龙泡泡特饮在内的丰厚奖励。说完了6星干员让我们看看全新的5星干员库切纳。那想必管理员在前面介绍后就在好奇他的获取方式了。这一次库切纳为各位管理员带来了一份特别的礼物。在这一版本中馈赠活动我们的大菲林来袭将会开启，那管理员们登录即可直接领取全新5星干员库切纳以及全新5星武器点心时刻。此外，作为馈赠活动奖励干员与武器这位干员与全新武器不会在近期立即加入干员寻访与武库森林。不过管理员们也不需要担心潜能提升的问题。本期馈赠活动的任务奖励中将会包含铺线大的5个干员信物以及5把武器点心时刻。管理员们仅需完成对应的馈赠任务即可轻松将铺线大与点心时刻提升至满潜能状态。
welfare operator. They're actually putting out 5-star welfare operators with all of their tokens. Wow, okay.
即可获得应急理智加强剂。
Wow, they're going back to the Arknights route of welfare operators. Wow. Okay. Okay. Now that's
在先前的版本前言中为大家预告过的系列优化内容也会在这个版本正式落地。首先是交互与易用性方面，在剧情对话中我们新增了隐藏按钮提示功能。现在管理员可以隐藏按键和对话文字，截取更具沉浸感的游戏画面，收藏、分享那些喜欢的剧情瞬间。同时隐藏界面也支持与自动播放同时开启，管理员们可以通过这一功能更沉浸地享受剧情了。在日常任务方面会客室也迎来了一些优化，现在新增了线索快捷功能。可以在会客室界面一键快速填入线索，方便管理员更快开启情报战斗。对于自有的重复线索，也可以在赠与界面一键送给好友，不再需要逐个点击了。另外我们也调整了干员送礼的功能。那现在即使是干员已经达到满信赖度，管理员依然可以继续赠送礼物与干员互动。而这个调整也是方便管理员持续完成送礼相关的日常任务，也不会因为信赖度已满而中断了。那时刻章展示界面同样进行优化。过去管理员在欣赏已获得的成果，或者是对时刻章进行展示选择时呢，需要选中页签才能够浏览对应分类的时刻章。那在本次更新后，只需要持续滚动界面就可以依次浏览选择全部的时刻章了，那使操作更加简便了。那此外，在本次版本更新中还优化了好友列表中名片主题的展示效果，名片背景图的显示范围也将扩大。 使名片主题视觉效果可以更完整呈现，便于各位管理员欣赏主题细节。养成方面我们新增了培养总览功能，管理员在这里可以一次性查看干员与武器培养至不同预设等级时呢，所需消耗的不同资源量，以及自己当前的资源持有量。除了已拥有干员外，尚未获得干员与武器也能够提前查阅。
No spoilers.
值得一提的是即将推出的前瞻干员与武器，同样能在这里提前查看武器词条与完美适配机制，预览其培养所需的资源，并将武器加入自制愿望单。这样一来如果已经有心仪的干员，就可以提前规划资源、刷取机制，为之后做好准备了。在集成工业系统方面，在野外工业模式中呢，将支持连续放置功能。放置工业设备、装饰物时呢，管理员现在可以自由切换单次放置和连续放置模式。在连续放置模式下，只要背包里还有对应物品，就可以连续确认放置，不会退出放置状态。无论是工业设备还是种植钱块等道具都支持这一功能。相信这次版本更新后管理员的野外建设体验呢会更加流畅和顺手。另一项更新来自蓝图系统。此前不少管理员在保存蓝图时呢，遇到过设备数量超过上限的提示，那却不知道自己框选的范围中究竟超出了多少，那只能不停的重复框选，反复尝试。在这次更新后在框选蓝图的过程中，如果超过了蓝图设备数量上限，将可以看到实时框选的设备数量与蓝图上限数量。大家只需要根据提示稍作调整，就能够更高效的完成蓝图创建。最后在战斗方面，战争回响的关卡选择功能呢进行了优化。此前大家进入难度选择界面后如果想要切换关卡，需要先返回活动关卡选择界面，而在之后的更新中大家可以直接在难度选择界面中切换关卡。另外这次更新后通关战争回响与隐托分贝的关卡返回选关界面时呢，也将不再需要加载了。除此以外部分副本的结算界面将新增挑战计时显示。这样一来管理员们就可以更加专注地完成挑战，不用分神于时间。而在战斗结束后也能第一时间看到自己的挑战用时，方便不断挑战，刷新更好的记录了。
That's good. Okay, future version preview. Okay. So here's where we go.
介绍完本次雪松幽梦版本的内容也让我们把目光放到更远的未来，一睹后续版本的内容吧。此前与阿莱克琉斯一战让管理员的身体留下了尚未痊愈的伤势。在未来故事中应巨兽代理人4的邀请，管理员将前往他的居所静养。
I thought you'd get lost, but you made it here pretty quickly.
Continuing on with the story here.
穿过北部禁区边缘的小径，一幅自天际垂落的巨大画卷在眼前展开。群山之间，迪江号竟高悬在山巅。那前方不远处一座名为圆圆庄的客栈，正静静地等待着管理员。秋日生机下，绵延交织的水墨天地间，暂时放下一切，享受这片世外之境。然而这幅画卷中似乎还有着另一位来访者，而更令人意外的是，他与管理员似乎早已相识。
And I also have quite a few experiences that I wish to share with you.
那他为何出现在这儿？这幅画卷又究竟隐藏了怎样的秘密呢？那答案就留待各位管理员在未来版本中亲自揭晓了。除了正在筹备的新剧情，那更多的玩法内容、现有系统的优化与拓展也正在紧锣密鼓的筹备之中。像原型版本中，我们在武林决战篇迎来了故事的高潮。那这片经历战火的大地接下来终于可以暂别硝烟。但和平降临之后仍有许多人与事值得被记录。而在下一场旅途开始前我们还有一份重要的邀约需要管理员亲赴。在紧张的大战结束后，我们希望让节奏稍稍慢下来，以一片更舒缓、更富有生活气息的天地为武林暂时画上句点。如走入烽红如火的水墨画卷里，暂歇脚步。驻足圆圆庄，感受客人与帮佣往来的烟火气息。
Okay, time to play Dino Dash again. Let's go.
眺望墨色长耳兽与羽兽悠然穿行林间。当这段旅程画上句点后，我们也将再次整理行装，奔赴更加广阔的远方。与此同时在现有的种植玩法基础上，我们将加入全新的牧场玩法。管理员可以升级牧场区域，实现自动化的种植与养殖，稳定的产出作物、肉类、蛋类。
Why not?
等各类资源，并且
let's play a farming simulator. Let's keep going.
模式了。希望这个改动可以让大家的种植体验更加流畅。 而这些作物啊，也能够运用到全新的玩法——客栈经营中。那管理员将与圆圆庄的主人一同迎接不止的时刻，为他们准备各式菜品与饮品。至于食材，自然就需要依靠大家灵活运用种植与养殖系统来提供了。
you're using stuff from farming in order to do this. Okay.
协助管理员完成上菜、结账等。
Yeah, that's cool. That's a good combination.
管理员
I
一
think
定能够快速找到经营的诀窍，将圆圆庄打理得井井有条。在已有的玩法方面，我们也会继续进行拓展。在后续版本，我们将会上线全新的百趣演武活动。这个活动呢，沿用了选剑演武的抽牌加战斗机制，但管理员可以连续战斗2轮，最终统计总奖励。作为全新的活动啊，为了强化抽牌的实际反馈，百趣演武呢还取消了爆牌清零奖励的设计。那这就意味着管理员抽出点数越高，关卡难度越大，奖励就越丰厚。此外啊，如果牌型凑成了对着、顺着等好运组合，那还会带来奖励升级。
Let's go，
高收益啊，往往伴随着高风险，敌方的增益呢也会相应提升，因此需要管理员还是要谨慎选择，小心应对哦。而另外一项备受大家关注的玩法，危机合约即将开启第2期测试赛季。在第2期中啊，我们结合收到的反馈，对任务指标导入、指标选取的部分体验进行了优化。比如管理员可以一次性勾选多个词条任务等等。当然，除了优化，本次合约也加入了全新的敌人与词条，希望能为管理员带来更多策略组合与挑战。第1期危机合约得到了许多管理员的认可和喜爱，这让我们备受鼓舞。还请大家多多期待新一期危机合约。在系统体验方面，我们也准备了一系列优化内容。在节目的开始啊，我们也提到了将在后续版本中新增装备配装方案功能，方便管理员在装备界面啊快速切换不同的配装套组，满足不同场景下的配对装配需求。我们也注意到，先前的装备精段界面无法直接制造所需装备，需要反复切换界面。为此啊，我们新增了代制造分区功能，可以直接筛选出可用于精段对应属性的装备，让大家可以在精段时呢，能够按照所选的装备制造工艺，直接消耗所需的元件和调度券制作装备，不需要再反复跳转操作。未来啊，我们也会继续调整和优化各类体验，让大家的游玩体验更加顺畅。也希望能为管理员们带去塔维尔值得停留的每一天。中末夜的旅程仍在继续。这一路以来啊，我们一直非常感谢每一位陪伴周末地成长的管理员，大家的支持啊，让我们有勇气不断向前。而每一条建议、每一次反馈，也在
Marvel movies, you always stay at the end for the
看到大家享受现在内容，也期待着未来的旅程，对我们而言就是最大的鼓舞。那接下来啊，我们仍然会继续推进开发与优化，带来更多全新故事、新玩法以及更多值得探索的新内容。不辜负大家一直以来的信任与期待。那么本次前瞻就到这里结束了，感谢各位管理员的观看，也期待与大家再一次相见啦，拜拜。
Okay. Interesting. A surprising friend. Doesn't look like there's anything surprising there. Si and Hongshan, Hongshan bro is coming, okay? Hongshan bro is coming. Alright, cool. Let's just take a quick look. There's nothing here, I think. I don't think they've updated anything here. Nothing in the live. It's a bit early. Well, to be fair, right? In OG Arknights, the old method of contingency contract was that they put one up every 2 or 3 months, if I remember correctly, right? So we have 12 versions of it. We have 12 rounds of contingency contract once every 3 months. In the old version of contingency contract. I think people have been very responsive to how well contingency contract was run, and they wanted to. I think they want to see it more, right? So they want to put this out to see how much more they can actually optimize a contingency contract heading forward. The only thing, though, is that I'm thinking, right, contingency contract, if they want to put contingency contract again, what they're actually trying to do is also test out ideas from players about targeting systems. So think about it this way. We've had a couple of cases already where people complain in the original contingency contract that targets are not being hit at enemies that people want to land it on, such as maybe you want Wolfguard to apply to trigger combustion on an enemy. Instead, he's targeting some other enemy who already has combustion. So that is one of the things that they're trying to fix as part of this, which is the targeting system. They want to try and see what happens with the changes to the targeting system. Will this affect and improve the experience of playing CC at that stage? And is there any other changes that they will need in order to apply to the targeting system? Funnily enough, there is another case to talk about when it comes to teammate behavior. So it's not just about targeting an enemy, but also what the behavior of your teammates currently on the floor are during a certain stage. The classic example right now is currently happening in the Rooted Realm. There was one guy who just ran Tang Tang and Tang Tang only, just one single character, that's it. No other characters. Why? Because of the cannons and dog stages. When the teammates attack the dogs are just standing in place, not actually chasing the primary target, right? And so it ends up they are out of the range of the cannons where they're supposed to be in the middle, and they can't cash out the money from that. And some people are trying to think whether or not that is a case to have enemy behavior tweaks or like commands to teammates about whether or not they should be doing something or not. And that would be an interesting question or idea that the to the devs about how whether or not teammate behavior is also a factor that should be added, something that should be added on for this for these game modes. So it'll be interesting to see how the community comes in with those with that feedback, right? One other thing is wait, there was one other thing I wanted to talk about, and then I lost it completely. What was it? Nah, I forgot about it. Anyway, talking about commands for the team. Either you don't attack, you keep close, right? To the current operator as much as possible. You attack only the person that you're targeting, or you ask them to focus on mobs while you focus on the boss or something like that. Whether or not these ideas of changes of targeting will be implemented as part of future updates. Okay, so with that, all right, let's roll back from the back, right? Okay, so they have this not assembled function that will come up in the future version, which says if you want to gear up something and you run out of stuff, you can go here, make some stuff up, and then continue to artifice on the same screen, which is nice. I think that's a good change to have. Definitely people are looking for gear loadouts, so that'll be good to have, especially for like different teams, not just like for Arcane, but for like applying it for different teams. Yeah, contingency contract. It'll be interesting to see what the changes of the targeting systems will have with regards to how contingency contract is actually played. So it'll be interesting to see where it goes. Those changes not enough to cover whole 1.5. Which changes are we talking about here? Okay, so this one, they're also expanding the Trial of Swordmancy's sort of gameplay for this new challenge event. I'm not quite sure if this is going to be a, what is it called, a permanent event. Sounds like it sounds like it's a limited event. They might try out and see what happens here. And we'll see where we go from there. Okay, this is going to be a nice side game to actually try out. And I think this kind of game mode is going to be here for permanently, which I think is a great way to sort of appeal to like the casual group who just wants to try out like just random things within the game space itself. So yeah. Its solo banner will last 60 days. Fang Yi's story was huge and it still wasn't enough. So this one will be worse. Yeah, we are we're back in the Fang Yi situation again at this stage where the banner is going to last for quite long and we are getting like a repeat banner, right? First, and they mentioned Yvonne as the returning banner. So they have a 30, 60, 90 pull system where each 30, 60, 90 pulls, you get another 10 pulls. Those count for the pity as well. So that will total up to the 120 pity if you want to pull for Yvonne. That pity can carry over to the similar types of banners. But the question is, we don't know exactly who's going to be next in the banner for that particular banner. It'll be interesting to see how they actually structured that particular banner system and how that will affect the discussions around whether or not you actually go and pull for that character if you want them or not. Will be interesting to see how it works. Okay, so yeah, this mode with the guarded with the planting, the farming, and then the Diner Dash. Oh, this will be all encompassing. This will be a great game mode. Money you can save a lot, but in gameplay there's no new gameplay in 1.5. Yeah, there's no new battle. There's no new fighting based gameplay, right? Salvation of 1.5, play Arknights. We've got what is it called? Stronghold Protocol, just recently released. Oh man, I tell you, Trial from Misery. I have to freaking fight Mechanist again, and Mechanist is such a pain in the ass to fight. You know what happened? I cleared Vec Special C, the Mechanist stage, 15 minutes after the event has already supposed to have ended. So I just stayed on the stage past 15 minutes. I think I spent like I spent almost 3 hours trying to solve it. It went into overtime. 15 minutes past the daily reset, right? So that's when the event was supposed to close, but I stuck on the level itself. Restarted the level repeatedly until I got the clear, and I got the clear 15 minutes after the event was supposed to end. And I still got the medals for it. I got the medal, and I got the big medal to say that I've completed all the medals. Crazy, absolutely crazy. I went the Ulpianus in the lightning cock chair strategy. Always fun to see. Okay, all right. So this will be a nice game mode to sort of play around a little bit. I think Si and the Hongshan Hans guy will be cool to see how they actually act out. Watch other 3-player rage quit play solo. You mean a Stronghold Protocol, right? There's up to 4 players at a time in a server, right? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, basically Si is doing the dusk thing of pulling us into a painted world and, you know, doing shenanigans. Maybe Si is going to do the old Amitabha. We're going to practice rebalancing your soul, your blights, reattain balance. You must have balance in your life. They try to do Laterano where 5 operators are banned, I swear. I still don't quite get the faction stacking mechanic for yeah, I don't quite get the faction stacking mechanic for Stronghold Protocol. Sure, you get buffs if you keep stacking on, but I don't really know exactly how to stack it in the first place. That has escaped me for since the last one. I really don't know how to stack it. I had to go and check it again. Yeah. Okay, so yep, quick entry into other levels. That's nice. Easy done. Automated AIC factory limits. Okay, continuous planting, and then we have guides for planting. Okay, showing your medals better. This is funny. Gifting more gifts to characters, but who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? Like when you buy Matterhorn, it gives +3 first time. That's all. All operators have a different part. Yeah. There's so much to read into it. Like like different characters have like different stats on top of their original stats in Stronghold Protocol. Like some characters cost like one currency to buy, for example. If you want to try and stack into like tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 sort of characters, this can give you an early start, right? And then you have some characters which are like if you stack multiple of this, and then you get this buff, and then you get this faction buff up to a certain level, they get supercharged or something like that. It's crazy. That's so much. There's so much to process. There's so much to process. It's just absolutely crazy. Okay, keep gifting. All right. Yep. Instant population of files. That's good. Okay, interactions. Okay, sanity supply. Dessert moment. Okay, strength boost treatment. Now. Interesting thing about Pershena is that we are going to get max potential 5-star Pershena. We're going to get max potential 5-star sword dessert moment. So basically, they've taken the welfare character idea from OG Arknights, where the welfare is 5-star, brought it over into Enfield, and you actually also get the max potential 5-star sword as well. So it's not just a welfare character, but it's also their welfare weapon as well. So that's actually very interesting that they want to do something like this, right? So, and her weapon is strength, treatment efficiency, and medicant. Okay, that one I'll keep a note of this on the side. So I will put this on the side. Okay, strength, treatment efficiency boost, and medicant. Okay, so that's for dessert moment. Okay, okay. This then the The second best in slot for Typhon is Agility, Nature, Damage Boost, and Detonate. In terms of arts units, we don't have any nature characters that use arts units like Suffering's End at the moment. What is it? Arcane does not use agility whatsoever. And I can't think of any nature characters that really use agility at this stage. So this is just purely for Arcane. We'll keep a note of that as well. Ag. Nature damage. Agility arts is first, I think. Yeah. There's no other characters that currently use a G nature damage bonus at the moment. So yeah. Okay. Let's keep backing up. Back up. Okay, so we talk about refactor issue. The first rerun is for Yvonne. So Yvonne and then Ember, Li Feng, Ardelia, Lasret, Granishnik. Actually, one other question would be to ask, what happens after Pershenna? Is Pershenna going to be she's defender physical, but then she can apply nature in. I'm like, huh? Wait. Okay, remind me again why she's defender physical if she applies nature infliction. This is so weird. This is kind of funny. And she uses a sword, unlike the other defenders. So far, all the defenders we have are using great swords. So this is our first time that we have a defender which uses a sword specifically, right? So if she needs a sword that gives her strength in order to do this. So it's actually quite interesting how this might actually work out. Okay, back to the hit hunting for the return banner. So the rules state here that 30, 60, 90, you get 10 bonus urgent recruitment attempts at these stages, count as 10 hit hunting attempts, and you get 120 hit hunting attempts. I'm assuming that this is counted as part of the pity for 120. So you can get 30, 60, 90. Then you get another 30 hit hunting on top of that 90. And then you get 120 hit hunting attempts. The pity that you currently have carries over to the next refactor hit hunting. But the question is, we don't know exactly who is going to be the next rate up operator afterwards. Wait, when does it start and when does it end? So it says September 24th and until before version update and maintenance. Okay, September 24th. When is September 24th? That's 1 month from, That's 1 month from now. So basically it's going to happen 2 weeks before the next version actually starts up, I think. That's where it's going to land. Ember gets nerfed with heat too. It's a nerf to their physical damage ratios. 1 week before Typhoon Banner, and similar to what happened with Zhang Fangyi. So it'll be interesting to see how this one actually turns out afterwards. Okay, so this is the best in slot for Typhoeus. So G, attack, and detonate. So we have a G and detonate. Now the question is whether or not that will be a nature damage boost or an attack boost. So if we can find a G detonate place to farm for the arts units for Typhoeus, we should be good. I think it should be good. And then I think strength, treatment, efficiency boost, medicine. I have plenty of, I have quite a few of those. I might need to check, but yeah. Nature damage is on her battle pass with attack on passive. Yeah, that's the thing. So you just need to lock a agility boost and detonate, and then try and see if you can get either nature damage or attack boost. For both of these weapons. The refactored issue attempts performed for the rewards above will carry over to future events in the refactored issue tag artist issue series number 2, number 3. Wait, what does that mean? For the rewards above, are they talking specifically about Artsy Tyrannical? So when Artsy Tyrannical gets reissued, they will carry over from your previous attempt. Is that what it means? Or does it carry over into someone else's weapon? I think it's only for Artsy Tyrannical, it sounds like. Yeah, it sounds like that. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see how they sell it afterwards. There's going to be more information about this later. So we'll see how it goes. Version events preview. No, that's fine. Okay. The speed boosts. Like right now, this speed boost, right? It seems like it only affects recovery of stamina, and it's kind of weird because I don't necessarily need stamina regen in a sense, because you just keep running, right, in general. And you also want to make sure that you don't mess up the timings of recovering stamina as part of combat, especially for contingency contract. If you're out of sync in terms of understanding how fast your stamina regenerates, how much stamina you're using when you're dodging, I think that could be detrimental for those kinds of game modes. So you just want to try and make sure that you focus on getting your timings in check. Yeah, sure, it's exploration QOL, but I usually take the slow route, just enjoying the exploration at its normal pace. Okay, new ornamentals. Okay, let's see. This one is funny.
是什么意思?
Yes. I wonder if Typhoeus will have more info about what happened to Amma after the events of IS4. It'll be interesting to see. One of the endings for IS4 was that Amma had to sacrifice herself after the fight with Chrysael's son, isn't it? And that was that. It'll be interesting to see what kinds of stories she has about Amma in this particular storyline here. It'll be interesting to see what the lore, what kind of lore there is heading forward. I'm gonna use the hot roast party everywhere, and then I'm a hungry man. You give me all the food, I am going to plant it. I think, you know what? This is totally a hint that an Ifrit Reconvener is going to come. Ifrit Reconvener, here we come. Let's go, Ifrit Reconvener. Oh, gosh. And then you...
随梦的常识
And then you have Yvonne.
潮流热舞等趣味内容。在装饰物品方面，则新增了4款全新
That
装饰
dance,
物
right?
等趣味。
Yvonne, this specific dance was a 2D GIF or video image about it. There was a 2D GIF or image about video about it that I saw. So I don't know if that was where the dance move came from, or was it like from her music video. Was it from Yvonne's music video, Lollipop Neonista? Not enough 5 lines. Not enough 5 lines. Okay. Tide Search Gear Pack updates. So this one is for arts units infliction. Who would use this? Because the only person I can think of who uses Tide Search at the moment is Last Rite. And the way she applies arts inflictions in general is kind of inefficient. I don't know. I don't know how this Tide Search gear pack would actually work. Eternal Sharonite gear pack, okay, sure. Eternal Sharonite is cool. You want some increased primary. If one of these gives like primary or secondary rate up, oh my god, that would be the most broken thing ever. Okay, and then Deep Rampart gear pack. I'm assuming this is for Typhoeus. So we'll have to see how this one works. Echoes of War, we have more of that coming in. Umbral Monument, sure. Orbi Palm merch, I have no idea what this is about. Do you have any idea what this is about? They didn't explain anything. They just say merch until you get the golden Bane. Is this some sort of like, you know, one of those merge games where you merge stuff together to create new things or new stuff? Then you merge those into those, and then you get more stuff. Is it one of those merge games again? I remember there was another game where it's like you drop different items in, like a beaker, and you have to make sure that you do not cross a top line here, and you just keep dropping them, and then they merge and merge and merge and merge until you try and get something. I'm not quite sure how this one will work. I really don't know. They did not explain this. So I'm not sure where this one is going. In before it ends up being freaking Puyo clone. Freaking Puyo, man. Oh god, it's not Puyo again. I'm not gonna play Puyo Tetris. No, I'm not. Okay, I'm gonna play it again. Anyway, let's see what else we have here. Okay, so we have the running event. I still don't know why they just changed the rooted realm each stage to 30 minutes per room. It's so stupid. People, okay, sure. I think the main feedback for that game mode I'm just gonna give to the devs is just put a restart that particular stage for that mode, and rather than just quitting out straight and then coming back in from the beginning, let us restart the stage. It will. I don't know why they do this. I really don't know why they do this. Okay. Anyway. Okay, so then we are going to make more chubby lungs. Yay! But wait, where's the chubby lungs? Chubby lung attacks. Chubby lungs shall rule the world. Haha. Zhang Fangyi's dream shall come true. We are going to flood the market with chubby lungs so much that everyone will be like, yeah. Why not put a chubby lung on a bus and then have it contain like 100 people, and then they jump out of it from the sky? Huh? Wouldn't that be a good idea? Let's make that instead. And then you see Perlica doing the gritty and doing the 67. I'm sure we'll be crafting the chubby lungs, because if you look a little closer to the supplies, right? See? Chubby lungs. We're making chubby lungs. Whee! But, The chubby lungs need to be on. We need to show the chubby lungs actually moving on the conveyor belt. That'll be cool. That'll be best. That'll be the best. Haha. Yeah, Shironite limited editions. Man, they will smell of science. But one thing that they can definitely also do, right, is they can also expand this particular game mode to include fluids. So remember we did the sealing the rifts with the Shironite fluid? I think they can expand that to include like production of different fluids and then passing them into like different tanks or rifts or etc. Fill them up as part of the event. I think that would be cool. That would be another way to do the factory events. And looking at this, right, it seems to me that what they're doing in terms of like the factory gameplay is they're going. I think this is a good way to do this. Have the big changes to the factory in one version, and then the next version do a side factory event, and then do a major event the next version, and then another side event. I think that's a good idea. I think that's a good pace. Tweak the have it an excuse to tweak the factory a little bit in a different version temporarily to complete this particular game mode. I think that will be good. Yeah. Fix the power plateau. God damn it. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Okay, so this arrow game mode is going to be permanent as well. Okay, we'll see how it goes. No idea how this will work, but we'll try it out. Okay, this game mode, this map.
各位管理员带来一张全新的解谜玩法地图——睡眠。这是我们对解谜玩法的一次尝试。我们此时的
So basically, this game mode is a timed exploration, sort of a repeat exploration sort of puzzle, where you have a certain water level, and then it just fluctuates to different levels as time goes on. But you only have a limited amount of time to explore that area to try and unlock as much as possible before you are shoved back out. And then you have to go in and try and unlock more stuff from there in the next run. And as thing is, in 1.5, they don't touch factory much. Don't add fight mechanics or no new gameplay. They didn't touch any sides. New gameplay, I mean, like, well, you could say in terms of hardcore gameplay, the only ones we have is Umbral Monument as well as Echoes of War. I think they're still trying to figure out whether or not Echoes of War is a good sort of high difficulty game mode to actually implement. Yeah, they didn't add any sort of like, I do want to see more sort of game modes where it's like contingency contract, where it's like more of a puzzle and then you have to time it correctly in order to do this. Maybe a permanent game mode. Everyone says IS, but I think they're cooking something completely different for like this kind of systems that they have in this game. There's still a lot of refinement here and there that they can implement before they actually, go. They need to, they need to add these new mechanics and then have them tested out in high difficulty modes as well, right? Because if they implement it, but there's no way to test it, how are we supposed to know that what they implemented is actually working for the game mode that they're actually trying to bring in? So that's something that they have to also sort of, push a little bit at a time as well, which might annoy some of the player base who really, really wants to see big game modes as soon as possible. This might be a bit tricky for them. I'm rather stay, if this is a rather easy patch, I'm okay with it, right? I'm not going to complain because like I'm busy and oh my god, I tell you, Genshin's version 7.0 update is so massive. I don't know if I can find the time to do everything. It's so massive. Like Genshin's version 7 has so much content. I don't even know where to start with that thing. Oh my god, it's crazy. Maybe it will give me an excuse to actually look through that. Who knows? Oh god. So much stuff. I can't even figure out whether to make heads or tails of it. I mean, so should it be small? It's not exactly 7th anniversary. It's their 6th anniversary, right? It's technically 6. Wait. 6th anniversary. I don't know. Okay, so now let's finally look at Persianas. Let's take a quick look at it.
那是因为物理属性的重障也深受超运综合症所困。
Aether-site syndrome. It'll be interesting to see what Aether-site syndrome, what kind of notes there are about Aether-site syndrome, and how this might be a hint of what kind of dangers to expect in future versions, right? I had this idea about the storyline of Arknights Endfield a little bit. They talk about Protocol Originium, which is like Originium infected with the Blight and Ether, and how that actually can dematerialize and materialize different things in different locations. And then we have this news that Talos 5 was sent into the Ether site by the administrator, supposedly, right? And in the past, and the administrator doesn't exactly know what has become of Talos 5 since that incident. What if there is a storyline in Arknights Endfield where the administrator gets taken into Talos 5 away from Chen and Perlica? First thing, Chen and Perlica would then try and figure out a way to get Administrator back from the Ether site from Talos 5. And while the Administrator is in Talos 5, in the Ether site, they have to try and figure out how to survive. Maybe there's people that they have to make, uncomfortable uncomfortable relationships with during their time in the Ether side. And one of the things that they start to learn is some of the horrors and trauma and pain that's happening with people that are currently on the Ether side. And the administrator may continue to get bullied if they're not careful, or they make a deal with the people who are currently staying in the Ether side on Talos 5. And that is to build a factory there. Now, here's the kicker. What if the things that you store in Talos 2 ends up being accessible in Talos 5? Like here's the thing, right? Remember that we had this fluid exchange. The machine. We had the factory machine, which is able to clear out what is it called? The the garbage, the refuse water. When we generate, when we try and process cuprium so that we can generate batteries, right? What if that particular building itself actually transferred that garbage into the Ether side? And from the Ether side, you grab that fluid that is somehow transferred over, and then you start making stuff out of it. So that creates a situation where whatever that you generate in one location actually can be transferred into the ether side to generate stuff within Talos 5. So that could be a situation. Yeah, that could be a situation where the byproducts from one location can actually be used to in a completely different location whatsoever to actually produce new stuff within that region. That could actually be a very cool sort of tie-in with some of the lore that's happening in Endfield. I'm not exactly sure how that would be, how well that would tie in, or whether or not they would go that particular route. It'd be interesting to see. And of course, this is just a little bit of fan fiction on my side, because I don't exactly know what the lore is completely. Right? I do watch, some of the lore videos currently going on with Arknights Endfield, and I watched halfway that 1.4 lore discussion video, that live stream, but I haven't watched the rest of it yet. It's also connected with Ether. It's also connected why Ether is deadly without the Originium that saved the exile. So if the administrator can build a factory which can stabilize the wastes before it, like using Ether to sort of stabilize it, maybe administrator can then learn how people who are currently residing in Talos 5 in the Ether side can survive using the protocol Originium, right? And from there, learn how they can use Ether or Blight, reform it into something more tangible. And this sort of skill will help to push the story in a very interesting direction, of whether or not the administrator ends up continuing to side with Talos 2, or whether or not they will start to have certain, mixed feelings, and whether or not they want to help out people within the Ether side and Talos 5. That could actually prove to be a very, very interesting story turn, and could have many ramifications to how the story actually gets built out in the future. I think that would be cool. That could be very cool. A lot of mechanics sort of playing into the plot line and the lore of the game. I think that would be cool. That would be very cool.
会突然毫无征兆地陷入沉睡，但在家人的呵护与自己的努力之下，他不仅成为了超域综合症救助基金会的代言人，还在怀塔商会的引荐下来到了中末地工业。对于普切纳来说，朋友与其他患者们同样是自己的家人。正因为感受过来自家人的温暖，他也希望用自己的方式守护更多人的生活。普切纳是一位物理属性的重装干员，会毫不犹豫地抄上手边的一切去保护队友。作为重装干员，他可以架起棉花糖盾牌，格挡多次攻击。
Before Endmin, nobody could use the Originium. The North Gate was a redirected rift out of Ether. So if the Endmin did build the gate, then they won't want to destroy it. So the answer is Endmin did. Some of the based on the history of the Foundation, because if the Endmin was part of the Foundation and they use precursor technology, they make the Agaloy. The precursors, the Foundation, there might be some members of the Foundation who would think that they want to sort of lord over Talos 2 and that they have Terra in their sights because they want the Protocol Originium there as well. So they try and overwhelm and try and enter the the wormhole to get to Terra, but then the administrator destroyed the wormhole before they can actually approach it and try and take over Terra as well. So that's some of the some of the theories that might be going on with the history of Enmin and why they may or may not want to be associated with the Foundation anymore. So yeah.
在挡下攻击后，普切纳也能抓住破绽，主动反击，给敌人来一记猛烈的头锤，打断敌人的攻势。作为基金会的形象代言人，送礼物当然也是他的重要工作。当主攻干员陷入危机时，普切纳会及时送出礼物，为队友带来治疗。至于敌人收到的礼物就没那么幸运了，危险的炸弹还是难以逃脱的黑洞呢？哎，全看他们的运气了。如果犹豫不决，普切纳便会掏出3分大礼，让敌人一次满足。顺带一提，还有隐藏款哦。普切纳保护家人的心意，从他每一次。
The thing about Pushina's skills are that it's a bit there's that 50-50 of whether or not it's going to be damage or pulling enemies in. And I think under certain circumstances, you would want to have pulls versus you just want to blow up with like one single guy, which is kind of weird. It's got to be weird because of, you know, just that inconsistency of how that damage is actually being dealt, or whether or not you gain utility. So does the pull also deal damage? I think it looks like it does. But does it deal an equal or less amount of damage compared to just blowing things up?
的举盾与攻击中都可见一斑。现在让我们看看他是如何战斗与保护同伴的。普攻、点心、长炸。普切纳可以至多进行3段普通攻击，对敌人造成物理伤害。处决敌人时将造成大量物理伤害，并恢复一定技力。发动战绩我没有睡着后，普切纳会架起盾牌格挡攻击。期间可以使得自身以及周围的干员获得庇护效果。在战绩期间，首次成功格挡可以延长普切纳的举盾时间，并返还一定的技力。后续如果继续格挡，则会逐渐降低庇护的效果。在整个举盾的时间内，受影响的干员们都会变得更加不容易被打断。
This is a big thing. They mentioned talking about Yvonne especially. When she could actually keep firing with her ultimate. So operators becoming harder to interrupt while she has the shield up is actually going to be pretty useful.
一段时间后，普切纳可以再次释放战技，这次释放不会消耗技力，而且可以对敌人造成自然伤害，并施加自然附着。
Okay, so it's a double tap. So once you finish blocking and you want to apply the nature infliction, you tap the battle skill again. Okay.
当主攻干员受到攻击时，将触发普切纳的连携技，点心还是礼物。普切纳会向主攻干员扔出一个礼物匣子，治疗主攻干员。之后，礼物匣子还会从炸弹、手工作业和好吃的点心中额外随机开出一个礼物。不同的礼物拥有不同的效果。炸弹能对敌人造成物理伤害，并额外造成一定失衡。手工作业则会持续吸引周围的敌人被造成物理伤害。而好吃的点心则可以继续治疗主攻干员。终结技不许干坏事儿，普切纳会一次打开3个大菲林礼盒，每个礼盒都会随机开出炸弹或者手工作业中的任意一个。此外，大菲林礼盒有概率开出代言人的特殊赠礼，对命中的敌人额外施加法术脆弱效果。讲完了技能的效果，现在
Wait, it also has art susceptibility. Randomly reveals an item that either pulls in enemies, deals additional style. There's also a chance that Prezi reveals an item special which grants additional. This is so RNG. This is so funny, man. This is so funny. Oh god. This is gonna be a very weird situation.
此外，大菲林礼盒有概率开出代言人的特殊赠礼，对命中的敌人额外施加法术脆弱效果。讲完了技能的效果，
Art susceptibility is going to be, yeah, she's not going to be mainly used because she's applying nature infliction. She's not going to be used for physical teams. She's going to be used for like either cryo or nature. Is the 2 main teams she's going to be used in.
在我们就来看一下普切纳在战场中的发挥。
The only consistent thing of the Porshena is her battle skill, and that's it. The combo skill is inconsistent. The ultimate also also a bit inconsistent as well. So yeah. I don't know how much this inconsistency will affect things happening. So it's either going to be healing, damage, and or pulls, or is it going to be damage, pulls, and debuffs? It's all over the place. So we'll have to see how it goes.
对吧？首先，让我们对阵老朋友白鹅借位，大家都知道那打出重击。紧接着，我们使用普切纳的免费二段战技，打断敌人血力，并施加自然附着，顺势开启逆风和赛季的终结技，火力全开。随后，我们开启普切纳的终结技。哎呀，这次运气爆棚，普切纳直接开出了3个特殊炸弹，瞬间将敌人打入失衡状态，并施加了脆弱效果，机不可失。随着V缝终结技打出最后一段，敌人应声倒下，完美收官。按耐不住向我们猛冲过来了，没关系，我们立即开启普切纳的战技，完美格挡。纵使敌人的攻势再凶猛，也撼动不了普切纳的防御。
Now let's also talk about Typhoeus. And Typhoeus really has like huge callbacks to Typhon's skills. Like
敌人布置陷阱也是提夫。
her battle skill is basically S2, and her ultimate is basically S3. is all I'm going to say here. That's all I'm gonna say.
他能够凝聚多支箭矢射向敌人，并布下延缓行动的
Yeah, she basically attacks 2 enemies at once with her battle skill. That's basically her S2.
终结技的暴力一击
She's just going to keep piling on 2 enemies at once.
现在，让我们一起来看看提夫洛斯这套独特的战斗习惯，就是如何体现在他的招式之中的吧。普攻追猎荒原。 可以对敌人进行至多5段普通攻击，造成自然伤害。处决敌人时将造成大量自然伤害，并恢复一定技力。战技风使穿林，提夫洛斯将起跳进入浮空状态。
So yeah, she uses up her arrows. She gains signs, right? And she gains 1 sign per one enemy she targets. Because she can attack up to 2 enemies. She needs to always have like 2 enemies on the field to attack in order to build enough signs for her to actually get the combo skill up. The only question I'm trying to ask is, what is the best way for her to continuously refresh her arrows to get ready for the next battle skill? Or is it that the battle skill will help to replenish the arrows immediately when you use it? Is that the way to do things? So it will consume the target's nature infliction to get the signs, right? Yeah. The thing about her hover is that she also negates a lot of ground-based damage as well, which would have been very useful in CC.
对至多2名敌人进行5次普通攻击，并造成自然伤害。同时，这也会消耗敌人身上的自然附着。 为提夫洛斯积累启示，而在进行空中普通攻击时，如果拥有劣势，则会自动消耗，并对至多2名敌人进行5次普通攻击，并造成自然伤害。同时，这也会消耗敌人身上的自然附着，为提夫洛斯积累启示。而在进行空中普通攻击时，如果拥有劣势，则会自动消耗劣势，并强化提夫洛斯的攻击，额外造成自然爆发伤害。骑士达到上限后，即可发动连续技野鸡重生。
Skill transmutes all accumulated signs to hunting arrows, and creates a barrage array at the enemy location, dealing continuous nature damage and applying slow on enemies within the AOE, while increasing the nature burst damage they take. Nature burst.
将骑士转化为烈士，并向敌方所处位置释放剑阵。剑阵内的敌人持续受自然伤害和缓速效果，受到的自然爆发伤害也会更高。若连续技在浮空状态下发动， 则除了原本的效果外，还将重置空中普攻次数，向敌人射出更多箭矢，造成还将重续受自然伤害和缓速效。
So nature burst damage. That means if she increases nature burst damage, she would like to have a team which can continuously apply nature inflictions, again and again on the same enemy in order to hit it. Yeah.
对，至多2名敌人进行5次普通攻击，并造成自然爆发伤害。骑士达到上限后，即可发动连续技野鸡重生。
So
将骑士转化为烈士，并向敌方所处位置释放剑阵。剑阵内的敌人持续受自然伤害和缓速效果，受到的自然爆发伤害也会更高。若连续技在浮空状态下发动，则除了原本的效果外，还将重置空中普攻次数，向敌人射出更多箭矢，造成还将续受自然伤害和缓速效果。
So nature burst damage. That means if she increases nature burst damage, we want she would like to have a team which can continuously apply nature inflictions, again and again on the same enemy in order to hit it. Yeah. Typhon, Lino, Arcane. And because she deals arts damage, yeah. Lino can already attack buff quite a lot, and she also gives nature susceptibility to enemies as well. So yeah. Or is it not nature susceptibility? It's nature amp, right? Nature amp.
效果受到的自然爆发伤害也会更高。
And then some more, her burst also applies electrification, which further increases the arts damage dealt to enemies, which is crazy.
连线器在浮空状态下发动，则除了原本的效果外，还将重置空中普攻次数，向敌人射出更多箭矢，造成更多伤害。
Nice.
终结技冰山呼告，提夫洛斯拉弓射出一支
So this is basically her S3. So okay, so while in her battle skill, if you press her combo skill, you reset her basic attack arrows for the. So you need to hit 4 arrows, combo it, and then dish out more damage through her battle skill. Dealing massive nature damage to enemies, Typhoeus then immediately enters a hovering status, and each of the next 5 aerial basic attacks trigger a hail of arrows, dealing additional massive damage. Okay. And I think the combo skill will actually reset as well, so that she can keep applying the damage.
普通攻击均会在攻击落点生成箭雨，额外造成高额伤害。而在终结技释放后进入的浮空时间，消耗自然附着同样可以为提夫洛斯积攒喜事。另外，如果终结技释放时提夫洛斯已经处于浮空状态，则会维持浮空状态，直到终结技结束。了解完提夫洛斯。
So yeah, you hover, and then you can actually use ultimate to continue to bombard the enemy. So you could end up in a situation where you use the battle skill, you fire all the arrows, you use a combo skill, fire more arrows, you activate the ultimate, fire even more arrows. That's just like holy sheesh. That could actually go crazy. So it's like battle skill, shoot 4 arrows, combo, shoot 4 arrows, ultimate, shoot even more arrows until the end of it, and then maybe you end up in a combo skill situation again. That would be crazy. That would be crazy, man. That's a crazy sequence.
But the
question is, I'm still not exactly sure how you regenerate the arrows. Is battle skill the only way for you to regenerate arrows? Yeah, I'm still not quite sure how you actually get the arrows proper. Because here it uses up all the arrows, right?
骑士达到上限后，即可发动连线器以及重生，将骑士转化为。
Okay, so that is the one that turns it into hunting arrows. So the combo skill is what turns the signs into more hunting arrows.
并向敌方所处位置释放剑阵，剑阵内的敌人。终结技冰山呼告，提夫呼告，人射出更多箭矢，造成更多伤害。普攻次数，向敌人射出更多箭矢，造成更多伤害。若连线器在浮空状态下发动，则除了原本的效果外，还将重置空中普攻次数，向敌人射出更多箭矢，造成更多伤害。
She needs to always have 2 enemies on the field at once, because she needs to build 8 signs. She only has 4 arrows. She needs to have 2 enemies to shoot at. If she doesn't have 2 enemies to shoot at, she's not going to build enough signs to activate her combo to chain the battle skill together. She won't have it. Yeah.
终结技冰山呼告，提夫洛斯拉弓射出一支强力箭矢，命中目标后引发爆炸，对范围内的敌人造成高额自然伤害。随即，提夫洛斯将进入浮空状态，并获得2只烈士。接下来的5次空中普通攻击均会在攻击落点生成箭雨，额外造成高额伤害。而在终结技释放后进入的浮空时间，也造成高额。
Dealing It doesn't actually
自然伤害。
build,
随即，提夫洛斯将进入浮空状态，并获得2只劣势。接下来的5次空中普通攻击均会在攻击落点生成箭雨，额外造成高额伤害。而在终结技释放后进入的浮空时间，消耗自然附着同样可以为提夫洛斯积攒喜事。另外，如果终结技释放时提夫罗斯已经处于浮空状态，则会维持浮空状态直到终结技结束。了解完提夫罗斯的技能。
I wonder if Typhoeus, okay, so for Typhoeus's teams, right? Okay, you have Lino, which can amp up the nature damage. You have Arcane. I wonder if which one will work better. Is it going to be Gilberta or Arcane that's going to help her out? Arcane can apply nature inflictions more easily compared to Gilberta. Gilberta has the damage amp with her burst as well, so she can actually amp up the damage. So I'm wondering if you include both of them into the team or either one of Arcane. Arcane is probably going to help her more than Gilberta, purely because she can inflict more nature inflictions faster. But then who would the fourth slot be is the main question. So the fourth slot, it's not going to be Fluorite. Fluorite is too slow. It could be Porchera, but if you want more defensive. But Typhoeus can hover in the air for quite a while. So she might not necessarily need to... she might not necessarily take damage in that sense. Antal is out of the question. There's no way we're going to use Antal for this because he buffs electric and heat susceptibility. There's no point in using that. And it's not going to be Ardelia as well, because Ardelia is just straight up corrosion without any nature inflictions. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure where this one is going to go. Who's that fourth character? Who's the fourth character here? So, like, Porchera, okay, sure, we can include that, but I think there might be more suitable characters for, like, if you want just pure damage. You could get Zaihi, I guess, but Zaihi is a bit weird. I don't think Zaihi will work. Yeah, I'm a bit at a loss here on who would be the fourth character in that team. Or do we want to just go straight up at, like putting up someone like do we want link buff via yeah, I'm not quite sure who to put as the fourth character. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who that fourth character is. We could include both Ardelia and Arcane. That's fine. But if we only have either one of Arcane, Arcane Gilberta, but if we only have one of Arcane or Gilberta, who do we want to prioritize? And then who else would be that fourth slot, right? Yeah, that would be very interesting to see how it goes.
接连触发艾尔黛拉和黎诺的连续技削弱敌人。这之中，使用绝的战技和连续技给目标迅速叠上2层自然附着。准备完成，我们立即使用提夫罗斯的战技浮空，在空中持续普攻输出，不断触发自然爆发，打出高额伤害的同时，刚好灵活的闪避。
And because she buffs nature burst damage as well, maybe that's why the Tight Walker set had an update, because nature burst damage is where this encourages teams which consistently applies nature burst. I think that's where they're coming from. Let's see who else she's being built with.
提弗洛斯的连接技，不过我们不急着使用，在起始层数攒满后，通过普攻可以随时再激活提弗洛斯的连接技。等觉得连接技冷却时间结束后，此时开启提弗洛斯的连接技，补满劣势层数，并进一步放大输出效率。配合其他干员的技能后，提弗洛斯再次俯空输出，轻松规避地面伤害后，5箭连发，直接带走2名敌人，轻松获胜。提弗洛斯不仅对大型目标输出强势，他终结技的剑雨的群体伤害也十分出众。让我们来接着看看他在面对更多敌人时的实战表现吧。第一波敌人是多只原生前兽，我们先开吉尔佩法战技聚拢分散的敌人，随即使用提弗洛斯的终结技对聚拢的敌人造成高额伤害，瞬间清空了所有敌人。第二波则是2只无法移动的浅地球兽，我喜欢叫它钻地虫。先手使用银石战技，等待几秒后爆炸，叠加第1层自然附着。我们控制提弗洛斯普攻的同时，再衔接银石的一系列技能，快速叠至3层自然附着。随后配合吉尔佩塔和赛西的终结技，提弗洛斯再度俯空5箭连射，直接一波带走2只钻地虫，华丽收场。
I mean, Zaihi is pure arts.
从刚才的实战视频大家可以看到，只要有能产生自然附着的队友进行配合，就算没有终结技，提弗洛斯也可以在短时间内打出高额的爆发性伤害。在攻击多个精英敌人的情况时，不用狙怪就可以轻松应对，而且战技的浮空状态还能。
Okay, so okay, all right. I see what's going on. Okay, I think that is it for now. One day is live, another day is video, and then another day is IGN for some reason. R.I.P. Intern Kun. I come at rest at Yuan Yuan Manor. Admin, I need you to work at Yuan Yuan Manor. Okay. Alright. Okay, cool. I think we are good as done. Now, one last thing to do is I am going to update my PowerPoint. So let me see if I can pull it up. Okay, so this is the Arknights Endfield feedback survey for version 1.3. Now, let's go and do a form about what we have seen so far, right? Okay, so content update areas, daily tasks. Okay, we still want depot auto packing. I already mentioned it's depot auto packing. Auto marking SSS trash. I also would like to see more of that happening as well. Sorting priority for friends to visit, less scrolling to get credits. Yeah. So we still want this sorting priority available for when we visit friends, to prioritize those which have both the clue exchange and cabins to support. Exploration, recent map additions, mostly linear. The Wuling North exclusion zone was pretty good. There was quite a few branching paths to actually take a look at. Quite a few areas to explore after clearing out the miasma. So that was pretty good. I would like to see more of that, actually. Shows stats of deployment limit of buildings in the overworld. Also extend to AIC, aerial outposts, have the turrets automatically. I would like to see more of this. Sure, we can use batteries, but I really want to have the... Actually, another way you can do this, right? Have the turrets automatically stop drawing power from the AIC is have the pylon specifically, like currently I'm setting up my pylons in such a way where it when it is connected only to turrets only, and that these turrets are all connected to the pylon itself. So if there is a button that says immediately turn off everything that is connected to the pylon, that can be a good workaround. I think that would be good as well. I don't mind having that. So just one button, turn off all things connected to the pylon, or one button, turn on all buildings connected to the pylon. I think that would be a good compromise. I would appreciate that. Rather, if it's not stop drawing from the power from the AIC, I can just flip a switch, everything turns off. I think that would be a good one. Factory. The rate of flow items. The only problem is that this one is going in increments of 6 per minute. I want to see more variation with this, like more variation, especially when it comes to controlling the input of certain products. When it comes to like making components and such, I think that would be very useful. Programmatic logic available for splitters and mergers. I don't really have any idea for that. Some people are also continuing to push the idea of having modifiable positions of inputs and outputs for some of the buildings, like mirroring or flipping. And I think that'll be useful heading forward. I just wondering exactly when they will have something like this applied. It'll be interesting to see where we go from there. Okay. Next, factory sandbox mode. Yep, I mentioned about the factory sandbox mode already, so I'm gonna stick this factory, to be honest. I'm not that great with the factory, but I'm letting the guys who are like quite enjoy the factory to sort of give their cases for this. So we'll let them cook. Game mode, seasonal events. So this one is about contingency contract. So this time I want to see what their next contingency contract is going to look like for the next season. So have a risk which reduces your risk score but allows you to clear the stage without a timer. I think it will be interesting to see if they do implement this. If they have something like this, I think it could work. And then can include risks which promote cup control as meta. So like certain risks like freezer burn, you need to use cryo to dispel it, but then you when you would suffer solidification, instead suffer combustion, for example. Momentum, the longer the enemies move about on a flat surface, the tougher they get, they heal up, right? So that's the inverse of, crowd controls healing the enemy. It's the inverse of that, so that if you don't crowd control them, they actually continue to get stronger or heal. I think that'll be good. You could add the tougher they get could be a callback to something like, the Lancers in the OG Arknights, where the faster they move, the more damage they deal when they hit a target. So it could you could run into that kind of concept as well. I think that'll be cool. No dodge risk, and probably ignore this. You can ignore this. Include more risks which change enemy behavior. Like the red enemies not being able to get lifted up if you try and apply lift. Those are cool. Change enemy behaviors means that you also change how you perceive certain risks and whether or not to pick them up or not. I think that'll be good. Change main menu or game level music based on the requirements to get into a flow state. Some people will be like annoyed with certain music, maybe not for other music. We'll see how it goes. I think it'll be interesting to see whether or not they do additional stuff here. And then include a dedicated map. This one is my personal, hope that they do something about that. Oh, I would like to see save a list of successful runs based on different team compositions. This will be really cool. That'll be like for those who like. I love contingency contract, and I want to show you how much I love it by showing you who I use to clear it. That would be cool. That would be great. Have the team heal back to... Okay, so this is trial assortment. See, they're going to expand the trial assortment in a future update. It'll be interesting to see how that one actually works. So while this feedback I gave, I want to see what they're cooking with the latest update for that. It'll be interesting to see where we go from here. Game mode can be made long form, Hand of Fate. Yeah, I mentioned that. Okay, annihilation type tower defense mode. So combining adding of the turrets, and then fighting on the field to defend areas. Right. So these, I'm hoping to see them make this as a game mode which is like seasonal. Like it is available for like one new map every like one or two versions. That would be cool. I think that this will be pretty fun to have as a way to do this. More information about that I have. Delver of the Cryptic. Play as 2 different characters in different parts of the map, controlling 2 of them. I haven't played the latest round of Delver of the Cryptic. I want to see how that one actually works. Again, my headcanon is that in the latest one where there was this big giant boulder rolling towards the admin, it was like Rossi actually narrating a story about the administrator getting caught in that particular situation. And then while she's narrating the story, Catello is just standing there, making fun, poking fun at Rossi for telling her story. And then they sort of, in the background narration, they are bickering over each other while the admin runs for their life. I would like to see more of that. If we can see more of that sort of like side things going on, I think it'll make the game mode a lot more fun. And I think it'll improve the enjoyment of people. It'll be cool. Let's see how it goes. Combat targeting mechanics. Okay, combat targeting. The next version of contingency contract will really test to see whether or not the changes to targeting are enough. And as I said, one of the other things that would be considered heading into the future is the commanding of logic to teammates in the current squad regarding certain targeting behaviors or strategies. That'll be interesting to see if they do, if HG consider that heading forward. It'll be cool. Admin and world building. Okay, Amnesiac AMC, because there is definitely going to be an important reason why admin has amnesia, and it seems to be building in that way. I'm quite happy to see what this story is going to build up to heading forward. So let's see how this story actually builds up. Side missions, yeah, feel like they are active participant in the mission. Yeah, give them more quips as we explore. That way they have like understand their feelings and thoughts about the world as time goes on. Perspectives about the lore and from different characters' perspective. So right now in this particular in the next version, the admin is going in to try and find Andre. So in a sense, it's like, and then in version 1.6, the admin is going to be part of Si's storyline as well. So admin is going to be very closely associated with the storyline in the next 2 versions. I'm wondering if they have started to take heed about, having the admin not be the main character as part of some of these side missions. It'll be interesting to see when they actually do that. I'm okay with letting them, try out different things. For now, I'm just gonna let them look through and see how they actually tell the story. I'm not too fussed. I know some people who like really are into the storyline of Arknights. They want to see more of, stories not being told where the admin is involved. So we'll see how it goes. I'm sure they picked up quite a lot of feedback about the storytelling, and they want more of these storylines sort of told without the admin being there. Arcane storyline, or at least if like similar to Arcane storyline, the admin being there, they have to make a contribution that sort of builds on the character that they are actually talking about. So Arcane story in version 1.4 was great, right? The admin actually played a part in helping the character evolve with that particular storyline. So that is good. We want to see more of that, right? Story voting for the next reconvener. Yes, this one is also a bit of a headcanon, but if they do something like this, I will like to participate in the craziness of this all. Okay, this is going to be crazy. Character mechanics. Yeah, nature main DPS, carry character. Yeah, we have that, so that's good. More 5-star characters. 5-star character is an actual. I'm so surprised. This is an actual like a welfare 5-star character. So I'm happy to see this. We want to see more of it. I do want to see more of this. Okay. And then I want someone who can be a bridge between physical into arts, right? Sort of like Rossi be a bridge between arts into physical, do physical into arts. Have the chance of Dijang rotate Miesco Industries releasing a neat weapon suite. Actually, I can make another slide of this. Okay, so new slide. One thing I will... okay, actually, delete this. Duplicate. And move that. One thing I would also like to see is... there should be 2 other characters here. One that says is a... one that does shatter support. And the other... there was another character that I really wanted to see as part of this. What was that character that I wanted to see? Yes. Okay, stagger support. Okay, so I'm gonna explain like what these characters or what kind of characters I want to see out of these mechanics, right? Okay, for the shatter support character, what I really liked about the recent Umbral Monument was King of the Crag, where you apply certain arts reactions and they persist permanently throughout that fight. And one of the teams that I really enjoyed playing during that particular fight is the Shatter teams, right? Where you build up solidification on the enemy and then you just bring in physical susceptibility character like Dapan, where he can live to deal damage with the shatter damage, or crush to deal massive damage with the shatter damage added on top of it. That is the most monkey brain moment I've ever had having that. So the main issue about having shatter as a way to deal damage right now as a team is just it takes up too much space. So the original team that I had, you need one character to add some sort of reaction, apply some sort of reaction first, and then you need a second character to convert those arts inflictions into solidification. I did it using Tang Tang as well as Alesh. Alesh to solidify, and then Tang Tang to just apply the arts infliction. Alesh is good because he is able to get SP through forcibly solidifying enemies from the attacks. Now, what if we just had one character that can apply solidification? So what I'm thinking is like this. So we have a character that says if the enemy has some level of physical susceptibilities, right? So has at least 2 physical Fizzvon, forcibly apply solidification. Higher Fizzvon stacks equals higher solidification level. This could result in a very this could result in very interesting situations where if you only had this one person and all they needed is someone to apply physical vulnerability, then you could end up with 2 different teams, right? One team would be a free shatter team where the other 3 members could just be from the physical damage dealing side, and then you have this one character that says, "Oh, that enemy has 2 physical, at least 2 physical vulnerability stacks. I'm just gonna freeze them." Right? It force freezes them, force the solidification on them. That way, the other team members who can apply physical vulnerability can actually pay out that freeze. With crushes or applying more physical vulnerability, and that can actually pay out quite well. I think that would be a great character to have, and really bring physical teams back into the fray with high shatter damage. I think that would be cool. The other team that could benefit from this is, again, Yvonne teams, right? You solidify and basically this basically becomes like a bridge between physical into freeze teams. So you solidify the enemy. You have a physical vulnerability applier like Chen on the team. This shatter support character to transmute the physical vuln stacks into high solidification, and then you can get Yvonne to pay out. Now this could be a bit tricky because Yvonne builds ultimate based on whether or not she can actually trigger the solidification herself. So there might be a bit of an issue with how this might work on an actual team. We'll have to see how this works. Definitely, I can see a situation where if this support character can turn vuln stacks into solidification, and to forcibly apply solidification, that could actually really help out physical teams to enhance their damage with shatter. I think it will be really cool. Really cool. Now, what about stagger support? So, let's say you have this character here, and right now we're focusing mostly on the physical side of things, right? Physical teams here. Since a lot of them have gear which allows them to deal much more damage if the enemy is currently staggered, right? So what if we have a stagger support character? Let's say this character, if the enemy hits a stagger node, debuff them. make them take more damage. Increase the attack of the of the team, for example. If the enemy is fully staggered, enhance debuffs. Or maybe increase team attack. So this could be a very good way to actually improve physical teams as well. But I don't really know who else might benefit from stagger based gear as well. I'm actually interested to see who else might better gain from this as time goes on. I want to see more of that happening as a way to sort of improve the gameplay. But I think this could actually help out. This stagger support character, if you add them into the team, this will make people rethink exactly which gear to give certain characters. Like you can play Stagger Chen quite well with a Swordmancy gear set. With the Stagger being triggered and they are debuffed, and the enemies are being debuffed, she can deal so much more damage with her ultimate. I think this will be really cool. This will rejig how certain gear priorities actually turn out for certain teams. It will be really cool to see if this actually changes up the meta a little bit in terms of which gear to give who and how the rotations will actually work. I think that will be cool. I think this will be really cool. Okay, and I'm going to put one more thing as part of the my feedback. Where is it? Not game modes. It's the factory. Where's the factory part of things? Factory, sandbox mode, factory. One more thing I do want to put in is let me duplicate the slide. Okay, factory. I'll just put there factory events and the fluid pumping event. For example, remember we used Sheer Knight to seal the rifts that are in North Wooling Exclusion. Make different fluids and transport them to different sites. And then you gain rewards based on how much you pump into the different locations. And it'll be cool because it's much easier to transport fluids nowadays. And when you create fluids, you can move them to different locations, and then you actually can improve the ideas for it. One last thing I will add is some feedback with regards to, oh gosh. Okay, let me duplicate this site. Game modes, seasonal events. So this one will be about the Rooted Realm. I think having the timer on this particular game mode should be essential to enhance the fun. Timer should still be part of the game mode. Should previous time limits were all good for this game mode. and then have restart map section button if we go over time, rather than reset from scratch, from the beginning. This is especially an issue for players who play on mobile, because they have to go and position their camera all the time with another finger as they are playing this, which can get quite annoying. I can understand how mobile players might be feel quite affected by this. I do have some sympathy for that. And starting all over from the beginning can be quite tedious. That's actually improving the tediousness of the thing. So that would be problematic. So having it have it restart the map section. Have the map section be restarted rather than starting from scratch. I think it'll be I think is the change to have for this particular game mode. But also last thing to consider. Also consider team commands or AI logic during some of these maps. Can consider separating the combat nodes from the exploration, not really exploration, but the running modes, the running sections. So having the combat nodes completely separate away from, and then having just the running sections, I think will improve the flow of this particular gameplay. Just have it purely about running. Like have it just purely about running, and then completing the sequence as for getting the Orlean coins, and then the combat nodes actually make things kind of, it breaks up the momentum a little bit. I think people do like the quick flow of momentum, especially when it comes to these kinds of game modes. So having it having a fight in the middle might be a bit jarring in terms of the experience. I think separating them can be something that they can consider. Not a big issue, but something that can be considered, and I think can improve the way of how things actually work here. All right. And then finally, the team commands AI logic. I already mentioned it as part of, that overarching idea of, combat sort of logic, ease, and usability in certain game modes, like for instance, contingency contract. So the question then you have, do you want to create commands for the different teammates to actually say, okay, target this enemy, or don't fight whatsoever and stick close to me, because of the one stage with the cannons and the dogs running around, which you can't corral them into the middle if they're being shot at by your teammates. So that's actually something that needs to be considered heading forward, I think. It'll be interesting to see where they push this. This will all be part of the feedback that I'm going to give. This version has been a great version update. Version 1.4 has been very good. I highly recommend it, and the changes to how accessible some of these systems and game modes are to the player, I think has allowed for better level of confidence to recommend this to new players. I've seen a lot of new players posting on Reddit within the past month after this event went live. People are recommending this game again to new players. So there are a lot of good things that the devs are making, which are allowing them to have that opportunity to introduce new players into the game. The storyline has the storytelling has improved. The exploration as well as the factory side stuff has also improved as well. It really elevates the experience, I think, of new players coming in. And I think this is going to be an important... this is one of the most important updates that Arknights Endfield has pushed out, as it allows them to have continue to have a steady stream of people who will come in, explore it, and enjoy the game how they want it. I think it has been a great update. It has been a great update. And I do recommend... I'm actively considering recommending this game to other people myself. It's been great. I would like to see more of it. I would like to see more of this. Definitely. It's going to be interesting to see how they can top the current versions heading forward. It'll be cool to see. Very, very cool to see. All right, I am currently losing it, guys. I am very sleepy, and I think it will be enough for me. I had a long day today. Work, celebrating of birthdays, yes. And then talking about this update. It's good. I think version 1.5, the teaser for this update, I would consider it a little bit filler, but maybe that's just my sleepy self getting, super tired about this. I'm also not sure if I'm going to pull for Typhoeus, this version. We'll have to see how it goes. But man, it reminds me so much of Typhon S2 and S3. Oh, the gameplay. it gives me flashbacks. I love using Typhon in OG Arknights, right? I love using Typhon in OG Arknights. So maybe, who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky. We'll see how it goes. Okay. With that, thank you guys for watching. I think we'll end the stream here today. If you like what you see, like, comment, favorite, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button down below, and I have a link to my Ko-Fi in the description in this video. If you have any recommendations for ways to improve the stream, do let me know in the comments below. And if you have any recommendations for games that you'd like me to try out, do let me know in the comments. I'm happy to try them out. All right. Until then, I will see you guys again for the next video and the next stream. So peace out, everyone.